I feel like it will though, to be fair. I feel like around when it gets to like Christmas time is when it kind of slows down a bit. I like the quietness of that period. Let it go rest kind of vibe. Good morning, people. Happy Friday. It is the 10th of November. Welcome to TDA, the day after. Your favorite... Why does everyone see my pink bra? 1 second, y'all. Sorry. Sorry, unladylike, isn't it?
Don't be shy, man.
That was a T.
No, it's like a gym top.
Oh, okay.
No, you didn't know because I called it a bra.
Precisely. I just thought it was a T or a vest.
Nah, just a cute little gym shark.
Are you going to gym after, yeah?
No, I'm not. I don't know, I said I was like, angry.
The deception is real, okay.
Listen, I mean, it's comfy wear.
Okay.
That's what it is. But
Okay.
morning, people. It's 10th of November. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And you guys know you're hosted by the best. I am one of them. I'm one of your lovely hosts that you'll never be able to get rid of. I'm going to keep saying that. I just feel like there's some conspiracies. I can feel my spirit. So the sooner you get used to it, better will be for everybody. But I am always going to be your favorite shade queen and always will be my own royalty.
And I'm the other one you would never get rid of as well.
Ever. We're solidified. It's solid. Stand for duty. That's it.
That's right. They call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That is right.
Me on the other hand, you can definitely get rid of me. You can definitely get rid of me. Today, my name is Sir. Just Sir. Yeah, just Sir. That's it.
I like it, sir.
Where'd that come from?
What, Sir?
Yeah.
As in the WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Or
Why'd you go with that verse?
Your name is what? Sir, what's that?
Sir Johnson.
You do like a sir, though.
Yeah, it's kind of fitting. And I just like, Sir, you know, that the kind of lords.
I can see you being a lord. I was going to say that.
That's what I mean. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
you're on the
come
path
on,
of
man.
greatness, man. I can see that.
We're there. I just like that kind of that saying,
That
sir,
vibe.
and it's manners as well in terms of like when I meet people, how you doing, sir? You're right. You're at their miss, but then some people think it's rude if you call them miss and you don't know their name. Though. What am I meant to call you?
I love a
So-
sir, yeah. I like to say sir whenever I'm talking. I was dating a guy that was older than me, and I guess it triggered him a little.
Oh, yeah. If he's like 10 years plus or 15 years plus, he's gonna feel a bit away.
But
like,
it's so part of my vocabulary. You know?
yeah. See, that's the thing. It's part of my.
I wouldn't even mind a say, you know. So it's
It's
alright,
something
man.
sir's nice.
No, but you know what's crazy? When you say it to certain people, they automatically think you're saying it because you've been to jail.
What?
First
of all,
this is what I'm saying. Like what?
You didn't just say we're going to know what that means.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
but I'm saying it because of manners. They think,
Yeah.
oh, you went to jail and they taught you right. What are you talking about? I'm just
Oh, because of the discipline and stuff like that in jail.
It's ridiculous.
No, but we did that in school though. Why did they go to jail, not school?
I'm telling you, I remember talking to someone and I said, sir, he goes, oh, what, have you spent time in the prisons? I was like, what are you talking about?
What
I'm
accent was
what?
that? Where's that person from?
This is a posh dude. Posh, pompous.
That sounded like an Asian accent.
No, not Asian.
No, the accent you did.
Accent.
Oh, you said it sounded Asian, you say?
I thought Eastern European.
Listen,
not sound-
listen, whatever it was.
That's what I was like. Why would they go in jail? But when you say posh, yeah, the person's definitely not posh. They're appropriating.
They were posh.
They're appropriating
They spoke
economic
better-
status.
They spoke better English than me. That's
Because think about it, yeah. We used to say sir in school. And I'd be like, hey, miss. You'd be like, hi, sir. So why I don't know why they go with that
I
verse.
don't know how they associate
That person was racist. I hope it's not a friend you have.
No. I do believe
Yeah.
the person was racist.
It was 100% racist. Why did he go to jail?
I don't know. I don't know.
And he's probably a sir as well. Yeah,
don't
that
know.
person was racist.
Speaking of racism, I got what's called the other day as well. Again, walking,
Profiled.
Yeah, well, yeah, technically, minding my own business. You know, when
As you do.
someone sees you in the distance, they cross the
road.
road. Yeah,
But who was it though?
some white person.
Which like a grandma?
Nah, she wasn't old. She wasn't old.
It's so fun when they do that. I'm like, first of all, you got nothing I want to steal.
I thought I was a friendly guy. So, I mean, maybe I look menacing after a certain time. You know, when the lights go down.
It is getting darker really, really early now.
It's not an excuse.
It's not. Of course, there's no excuse for racism. Because even in summer, the brightest of suns, they'll still cross the road.
This is true.
And everyone's happier in this country when it's summer.
Very true. If they had like a bad experience though, in the past, would you still call them racist or just surviving.
I'm still good at racist. I've had many bad experiences with men, but I love the heck out of men.
We ain't got
Do you get me?
No, but didn't Liam
Or do I?
Neeson? Didn't Liam Neeson have like an incident and then he was
Yeah, but
saying,
his
"Oh,
was
yeah,
different. He went out, he said,
yeah,
I should find any black person willing to kill them. Can you imagine? How could you say that? How could you say that?
Do you know how wild that is?
And do you know what's mad? That it's like, he kind of didn't understand
What he was saying.
why he would get
Wow,
uproar.
yeah.
How
was
could you
normal.
say your friend was assaulted by one black person, and you went out to find any black person you could get and kill them
Idiot.
or harm them or whatever it was?
No,
he
but
said?
I think that's part of like
Damn,
white
man.
privilege where they think they can say anything and it's not, you know.
There's no consequences. Because
No
imagine
consequences.
anybody else. Imagine the black person said, I was going out, I was going to find some Chinese guy and just kill him.
It's a problem.
Or white person and just kill them. That's crazy. You'd be in jail faster than you can say jail. Anyway, on to good things. This is an important month.
Yes.
There's some things happening this month. First of all, it is Men's Mental Health Month. You guys know that?
Someone mentioned it. I think I was here a couple of days ago. I think it was either Taser or someone.
Okay, I mentioned it.
Yeah, I can't remember. Someone mentioned they were trying to bash me. Actually, funny enough. No, it was here. It was
Men-
you.
mental
That was,
health.
yeah, it was Brent. This woman was
You know, so
talking
funny.
about.
At the time, he was going to say it was Brent, yeah. Brent kind of put his head down as if he knew he was coming.
It was Brent and Mark. They were bashing me, and then they reminded me that it was Mental Health Month. I'm like, cheers, fellas.
That's how they chose to spend it. And then it's also Islamophobia Awareness Month.
Yes.
Very important. And it's Singles Day tomorrow as well.
Oh, is it?
Apparently so. Yeah, apparently so. I know that was a thing. But big up all the singles.
I wonder when that was made.
Do you know what? Basically, because I was watching, I have this podcast. Well, there's this podcast, right, of two white women that just complain. I think it's so. They're elderly women, and they just complain about and rant about stuff. And I think it's one of the best type of content there is. It's lit, right? I always wanted to do something like that, you know, just complain about stuff, just have a rant.
Why not?
I'm going to do it. Just watch.
I complain with you, to be fair. I got a lot to complain about. But
Do you know what I mean? Because they literally just be like, oh, what is that? And they'll be like, oh, you know when... It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be how people want to always show you pictures of their dogs.
yeah,
Or like
why?
pictures of their kids.
Yeah,
It's like, I don't care about your fucking kid.
Yeah, I really don't. I really don't.
So they really complain about like anything. If they could have had something planned and then on their way to studio, whatever. But they had someone on their show that actually is one like on the board that considers the whole world this day and whatever. And they were saying how basically if they get enough applications about something, then it will be considered. I think every application they say is considered, and then they have to sit down and then they make up a day. And then that's why there's a lot of days for things. There's like the most ridiculous days exist, like World Pizza Day.
That's ridiculous.
World Wear Your Shoe Day.
That's
It's very like crazy.
Isn't
Interesting
that,
though.
Isn't like a similar format how they put stuff in a dictionary if the word is used enough times?
Oh yes, because Miley Cyrus did the whole twerking thing. After she was twerking her little chicken fillets all over the place, all over the country. Guess what? Twerk was in the Oxford Dictionary, or is in the Oxford Dictionary.
Was it The Simpsons when my man Homer was using dough? Dope?
Oh yeah, dope.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
dope.
yeah.
And then
That was in
somehow-
there.
I don't know if it's in there, but they,
They considered it.
yeah.
Did you guys know as well? You know how Homer's always strangling Bart? It's not allowed anymore.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. And they did that with Men's Mental Health Month. So big up Bart, man.
Wait. So
So he's not allowed to strangle him anymore. It's violence, isn't it?
that show's been running for how long?
Wait, a century.
So man's been getting strangled for like a century.
Yeah.
And
And all of a sudden now.
all of
And
a
someone was like, oh, they just named the new people that started watching Simpsons that complained.
Big up
Like,
the
here
Simpsons,
go the
though.
newbies. Yes, it's not going to be doing that anymore.
Big up the Simpsons. Big up the Simpsons.
But I like The Simpsons, but I don't like the old. You know, I have an issue with shows that have like that old. What's the quality?
Oh, okay. I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's why I can't watch old films.
it's gonna look like that though.
I can't.
There's films you probably liked back in the day, but if you watch them now, you'd be like, raw. Like, how
No, but that's the
old
thing
is
that from
this?
when I was even back in the day, I just never liked things that looked like it was back in the day. Because what kind of stupid quality is this? I can't take it seriously.
You're trying to keep everything new and fresh. right?
Always, man, just like my men. Always.
Wow.
Always.
Wow.
I remember something in the sea once.
Shout out to you, all you old brothers. You're done. Forget.
No. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like
Yeah.
older as in age.
Well, technically.
No, it depends. I've got a cut-off age.
What's the cut-off age? 45.
It depends how you look as well. You have to be young in spirit.
Okay.
You can't be an old man, and I feel like we're going to. I'm taking you to what's it called, bingo night with your friends and such.
Have
That's
you ever
silly.
been bingo?
No, I haven't. But
Bingo's lit.
yeah, but bingo, with young people will be lit.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe with old people that got Tourette's. That might be funny.
25! No, bingo's
That'll
lit.
that'll be hilarious. You know, old people are so angry.
Yeah.
Old
They've
people
seen
are
a lot.
so mad.
They've seen a lot. What do you expect? They see that hell of stuff.
Their patience is second to none. They get so irritated
I get it,
and
though.
so annoyed so quickly. There was a man in my church like that. I said, "You're in church. You're in the house of the Lord. Ease up a
Imagine.
bit, brother." It was
Them
crazy.
men don't care. I get it though. They've been around for like however long.
Yeah, because he's seen in the war. He's been in the wars. He's fought in the wars.
And then they're hearing young people complain, and they're looking at young people like,
He's the one that said
What?
coloured people.
Oh,
He said coloured in church. But I was like, you know what? Grace and loving it.
wait, what ethnicity is he?
He was talking about black people. He said coloured.
Wow.
And I said,
No, to be fair, I've
but I
seen
was like, you don't know, innit? You don't.
I've
You
seen-
don't know.
you don't know, yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I've seen an old white lady do that one time when I was on the run and I was in the park chilling. I was in
From what?
I was from the law and all
But
that.
how did she buck you if you're on the run?
Because I was in the park chilling.
Or you're physically on the run?
Yeah, physically on the run. Yeah, I was physically on the run.
I've been on the database.
No. I was physically on the run, and then obviously I'm in the park chilling at one point, and she's talking. She's talking, and she's like, "Yeah, you know, the coloured people and all that." And I looked at her, and I'm like,
You're
to be
lucky.
fair,
You're lucky I'm
to be,
I've got some other matters
man.
on my heart.
yeah, she was elder as well, so
She was what?
she's elder, isn't it? So like, she's older.
That's
so,
true, actually, yeah. They wouldn't know.
Yeah, so I was like, there's no point in me trying to sit down and unpack and correct her.
But you know what
type
I
thing.
find interesting, though? This is why I say racism is a sickness. That it's of the devil because... So, obviously, people suffer like dementia and whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
But they never forget that they hate black people.
Never.
How mad
real,
that
No matter
is.
what year it is, how old they are, they could be in their dying beds.
Yep.
Like literally.
They
just-
they never forget. Because a lot of care workers, like I've seen like TikTok stories and stuff, and they're like, they don't have a clue who their kids are. And I'm like, how do you go through many hours of labor and not remember who your kids are? But they don't. They don't remember who their kids are, they remember who they're married to, they remember where they are. But what they do remember is that you are a nigga cunt. That's what they do. That's what they do
They remember Black Robert from the estate. Do you know what I mean?
No.
How do white people go around like saying, "Oh yeah, my mate, Black Dean"? Why Black Dean? They're like why? We know
To be
his
fair,
name is Dean.
to be
And
fair, if I hear a Dean, I'm not thinking black.
even when, like, it doesn't matter. Black Stephen, it doesn't matter. Like, why do you have to put the colour before his name?
Little
Like,
prefix.
like what? Like,
Well, that's my favorite kind of white people, though. It's called it straight. Because when you're in the office,
how's
yeah,
that calling it straight?
No, because when you're in the office, yeah, someone will be like, "Oh, Esther." Who's Esther?
Oh, Black Esther.
I'm the only. But that's the thing, though. I'm the only Esther there, and I'm the only black one. Let's say in this section of the office, they could be like, "Oh, the black girl there." They'll be like, the one with black hair,
yeah.
the one with the black shoes. She's got a black bag.
I'll just say black.
Just say the black girl over there. It's all right, okay? We're not gonna. I'm not gonna call HR.
No, that's different.
Depending on how
though.
you say the black.
That's different though. But I'm talking
fair.
about a bunch of guys that are mates.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And like they have one black friend.
Oh
They
yeah,
call
yeah.
that Black Peter. Why is he Black Peter? Why? We already know he's black.
That's true because there's never P in the friendship group.
Yeah,
he's
like-
the only P there is here.
Mad.
I love it, man.
Funny
And
man.
big up white people.
Big up white people.
All right, so we've got some a black remembrance. The Palestine March info. Man, do you mind taking over, please?
Yeah, so for people who want to, join the National March for Palestine,
That's right.
calling for a ceasefire. Obviously, there's going to be a big march tomorrow, 12 p.m., Hyde Park. You know what I'm saying? You can go onto Palestine Solidarity UK on Instagram and find all the information there. But basically, they're looking to assemble at 12 noon in Hyde Park and
Nice.
march to the US Embassy in Vauxhall.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. For a second, I thought you were gonna say join the fight.
Let's enjoy the fight in Gaza.
Yeah. I was like, yo, what are we doing here?
So anyway, you can get all the information on Instagram, Palestine Solidarity UK. But once again, 12 p.m. 11th of November, tomorrow, 12 noon. Everyone's going to be assembling at Hyde Park, and they're going to be marching to the US Embassy in Vauxhall. Also, just obviously for those who are going to be going, there is a bit of information about knowing your rights and stuff, because people are concerned, especially about the type of stuff that our Home Secretary's been spewing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people are basically saying, well, let me read some of this information. We know lots of you are planning to assemble and protest this weekend. The Home Secretary's letter created understandable uncertainty as to whether Palestine solidarity protesters could safely carry/wave flags or chant. In bold, your rights have not been changed by the Home Secretary. So even though she's saying a lot of this stuff and she's calling for the police to do more, nothing has affected your rights.
Yeah,
so don't think like, oh, I can't do this, then I'm going to be arrested. No. Chanting from the river to the sea or waving a Palestinian flag does not in itself constitute a criminal offence.
Okay.
So guys, know your rights. If anyone approaches you, i.e. the police, and they tell you, oh, you can't say this, and you know what I mean? Black Peter over there, I see you, and all that stuff. Don't listen to them. You can say what the hell you want to say. All right, so know your rights, know the risks, and obviously keep everyone safe and stuff.
That's right.
But yeah, hopefully it goes well. Last time was 500,000 people. They're hoping for 1 million, man.
They're hoping for 1 million.
You know what I'm saying?
man.
So people go out there, support. Of course, remember, it is Remembrance Day as well. So obviously show respect to the people that, I guess, also fought for this type of protesting to even take place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, we are in Britain. And so, yeah, man. Also, linked to the Remembrance Day, the black people, we have our own remembrance, like Black Poppies as well. So
Okay.
if people are interested in that, you can go online and go and get your own as well. Because obviously black people were in those wars
I
fighting.
did not know that. I would have
You
won.
know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So bear that in mind, people. Support and
Big up
remember
black
your
people,
own, man. So yeah, big up the guy who sent that to me. He's a listener of the show as well.
Big up
Yeah,
him.
man. So 100%, man.
Okay, lovely. Well, sorry, Brent, are you good today? Didn't ask how you were.
I'm right, thanks.
Oh, look at this. Would you look at that?
Hey.
So someone went into a cafe and saw this and
Aw.
decided to take a couple pictures.
Sick,
Send it
sick.
Sick.
Look, man.
Big up Just Jean, honey.
Yeah, she's not in today, but I will make sure she knows that the community are there.
What magazine is that,
looking
bro?
out for her.
Inside
Inside
Success.
Success.
Inside Success, okay.
That's sick. Love that. Love that.
Good look, man.
Yes.
All
For those who are listening and who are not seeing this, basically, someone went to a cafe, like Brent said, saw a magazine and Just Jeans on the front of the magazine and inside the magazine, and she's killing it.
Sick.
Long story short.
I will say though, if you are on Spotify, the video is right there. So
It's on Apple as well, though.
Is it live though?
Is it Apple? Apple got that?
No, I'm saying, no, is it on Apple?
No, I think they're behind.
Yeah, because some people listen on Apple, but I don't think they got the
Oh, did I
video
do that?
footage.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, and also while I've got your attention, please rate us 5 stars on whatever it is that you listen to. Because I know you don't come back every day. I know you like us. You know what I mean? Might not always get along in terms of don't agree with our, opinions and whatever else. But guess what? The day after, we're always gonna be here.
For sure.
Like the day after.
For sure.
So
For
please
sure.
kindly like the videos. It'd be much appreciated. But yeah, there's definitely a video on what's it called? On Spotify. So you can always do that. And yeah, let's get into our headlines.
Let's do it. Okay, so our first headline, there seems to be some cracks in the Tory government, man. So Rishi Sunak is currently under growing pressure to sack Suella Braverman.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's tough.
after she allegedly ignored down the street advice and published an explosive article accusing the Metropolitan Police of political bias. Amid claims that the Prime Minister is too weak to remove the Home Secretary, ministers joined with senior police officers in accusing Braverman of stoking hatred and division before a pro-Palestinian march on Saturday tomorrow. 5 opposition parties publicly called for her removal from office on Thursday after Down the Street said that the Times article, in which Braverman claimed that unnamed police officers were guilty of double standards and played favourites when it comes to demonstrators, had not been signed off. Inquiries have been launched into the article after changes demanded by number 10 officials before publication did not appear, right? So a Down the Street spokesperson said that the Prime Minister retained confidence in the Home Secretary. Politicians from Northern Ireland claimed the article had damaged the likelihood of a return to a functioning democracy in Stormont after Braverman described recent protests in central London as an assertion of primacy by certain groups, particularly Islamists, of the kind we are more used to seeing in Northern Ireland. Labour sought to pile pressure on Sunak over Braverman's remarks and demanded an investigation into an apparent breach of ministerial rules. Shadow Cabinet Minister Pat McFadden had written to Sunak warning him that to do nothing would be a display of weakness. So everyone's piling the pressure on Sunak, man. Apparently, when it comes to certain political issues, it always has to be cleared by number 10 first. Like whenever these ministers are writing certain things for.
Is it?
But I think her argument apparently is that it wasn't political. I was just kind of making
My own
a statement about something, but I wasn't directly talking about the political.
You're not
issue.
allowed. You're not allowed to do that, unfortunately.
She's just going out on her own, doing her own thing.
He's gonna give in though.
You think so?
Yeah, he's.
But apparently she's got the right. She's got the right wing of the Tory party.
Oh, is it?
Party. So if he needs that support,
Is he trying to win the next election?
yeah,
Is he the one they put forward?
yeah, he's the prime minister. Isn't it? They ain't got no choice.
Yeah, but I just thought he was just a temp.
Nah, he's a legit prime
We're not
minister.
like a temp, but like your contract is not going to be made permanent. Then you got a temporary contract.
Zero.
It's a 0-hour contract.
So you got 6 months.
But he really wants to do his job for real.
Yes.
So forgetful. Forget he's there. I hear about Suella Braverman, Peter Patel, even Kwasi Kwasi, even Kemi Badenoch I hear more about than Rishi Sunak. Oh, bless his little cotton socks. Oh, that's sweet.
He's trying, man. He's trying. But yes, this next headline is linked to that, right? So Home Secretary Suella Braverman is facing questions about her future after defying Down the Street over an article accusing the police of bias, right? Like I just said, she claimed that aggressive right-wing protesters were rightly met with a stern response, while pro-Palestinian mobs were largely ignored. So again, she spewing some inaccuracies there, right? The article was not cleared by Down the Street and suggested changes to the text were not allowed. This is what number 10 said. Some Tories have called for the Home Secretary to be sacked. It comes ahead of a pro-Palestinian march for a ceasefire in Gaza, which is due to take place in central London on Saturday, like I said. Listen to the beginning of the show, you get all the details. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer accused Mrs. Braverman, of undermining the police and said Prime Minister Rishi Sunak was too weak to do anything about it. So it's calling him out. The former Conservative Minister, Sir Bob Neill, became the first Tory to publicly call for her to resign over this particular article. So Bob, who's a frequent critic of Mrs. Braverman, told LBC that her position was untenable after she had gone over the line with her comments. But the Tory MP, Danny Kruger, who's an ally of Mrs. Braverman, denied the Home Secretary was interfering and said that she was entitled to comment on the broader culture of the police. That's what I was saying. She was just talking, I guess, about the police as a whole and not really talking about the political, you know what I mean, stuff. So, yeah, the Prime Minister's spokesperson said that Down the Street was looking into what happened over the article, but they added that Mrs. Sunak had full confidence in the Home Secretary. And our next headline takes us to Israel, where the US President Joe Biden has said that Israel's agreement to observe a daily 4-hour pause in its bombardment of northern Gaza to allow civilians to flee is a step in the right direction. So the US will continue to talk to Israel about the length and frequency of such military pauses. This is according to John Kirby, who was speaking to the BBC, the US National Security Council spokesperson. He also says any future release of hostages held in Gaza would require a longer pause in the fighting to ensure their safe passage. This comes as the world saw the first glimpse of Israeli hostages for around 10 days after the second largest armed faction in Gaza, Islamic Jihad, released a video showing 2 hostages. Negotiations about the fate of the around 240 hostages in Gaza are intense and have been going on for weeks. And the prospect about some kind of deal to release them has moved in and out of focus. This according to BBC's Paul Adams. And last thing is, the publication of the hostage video comes as Israel's military is involved in heavy fighting in the center of Gaza City, with its troops battling Hamas in an area close to 2 major hospitals, Al-Shifa and Al-Quds. Right, so one man was speaking to the BBC and he was talking about how he had to flee under a barrage of bullets as well, man. So still a lot of craziness that's happening over there. But I guess the 4-hour pause is a step in the right direction, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's kind of better than nothing, which is crazy though, isn't it? Let's just get a ceasefire. Right. But yeah. That's it for deadlines.
Thank you. Let's get into what you say in topic of the day.
All right, people. So today's topic of the day, it's not linked to yesterday, but it's still in the theme that touches on marriage and stuff like this, right? And this is
Let's talk about sex, baby.
And this was sent to me via Christy. I'm not sure if she wanted me to make a topic of the day, but I thought it's funny. The clip is funny. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I feel
Let's
like
talk about it.
people can't send stuff to us and not think that we are going to be creative with it and turn into something. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Yeah, man.
you send them to the producer, he's going to produce. So here we have it.
Exactly. So, Brent, if you don't mind, can you play the link that I put in the document?
Like Kevin Samuels.
No.
You're rude.
Didn't that look like Kevin Samuels?
No,
It did.
it did not.
If I didn't watch it.
Start having sex. And I
Should have went to Specsavers.
had our traditional marriage and my fiancé wants us to start having sex. And I refused. And he's angry. But our white wedding is still in view and I don't think it's proper. Because I'm a Christian.
You don't think it's proper to have sex
Before our church wedding.
after your traditional wedding?
Yes. The wedding process is still halfway.
So your husband is half husband.
Because the wedding process is still halfway gone.
Okay, I've not had this before. So I've only heard of half brothers, half sisters. I've not heard of half husband. So until you now do the wedding in church, that's when you have a full husband.
We are completely married. I'm not saying he's full or half.
If you have sex after you have done your traditional wedding, is it fornication?
When our church wedding is still in view, yes. Because
Why?
marriage is honorable.
Okay, so there's no honor in the process of your traditional wedding. It does not have honor.
No, not that. But what I'm saying is we are not completely married and so sex is just totally...
I don't understand why you feel that your own traditional marriage is not complete if you have not done the white wedding. You don't read your Bible. Jesus Christ went for a wedding in Cana, Galilee, and according to scriptures, at that wedding,
We just had our traditional...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So yeah, obviously this type of concept is not really foreign to us like that, right?
Yeah.
But just hearing somebody say that and make that distinction, talking about you've done the traditional marriage, and really when it comes to being husband and wife, in her eyes, I guess she's saying we're not husband and wife.
Yeah.
So what is it? And also, why does the white wedding hold that much weight?
Because she's a Christian, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I feel like if someone's not a Christian, then your traditional marriage and going to court is what would be. I mean, traditional marriage. No, going to court is obviously where you get your legal papers. But for them, a traditional marriage is what they culturally do, and it's that would be they would hold as much value to that as Christians do to a white wedding. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like a traditional wedding. I like to attend them, sound lit. I would want to have one day. But for me, the more important ceremony, one that I really, really care about, is literally when we're in church. Not even the reception of the church. Just us being in church, being prayed for. Like, that's what I really look forward to. So I get what she's saying, because also, though, her parents, would they allow her to go and live with her husband after the traditional wedding? Or would they wait for the white wedding? Do you know what I mean? So that's why I get where she's coming from, because a lot of parents... Just because you've done the traditional wedding, but until you do the church one, that's when you can then move in with your husband. So if I can't move in my husband, I'm not linking my husband to go and have quick sex.
So let me get this right. They've had a traditional wedding.
Yeah.
No sex. She's waiting for the white wedding to get it on.
Yep.
Interesting world we live in.
But you've waited all this time anyway, because from what she's saying is we haven't had sex at all. So if you can wait, babes, you can wait.
It doesn't say
till next weekend.
It doesn't say she's a virgin, does it?
No.
No, but you don't have to be a virgin to then
No, but
not have sex
I know,
again.
but I understand. Like, if you're in that space where like you're just being celibate and you're saying the next guy I'm gonna have to wait until wedding, cool, no problem. But if you really had sex XYZ,
but so if you
multiple times before you even got engaged, and
as in with this person or somebody else.
both. That's this
Yeah, but if you've
person-
stolen before, and then you decide, I no longer want to be a thief, and then someone says, I would like for you to steal this thing, and then you say, that doesn't align with my morals anymore. If they said to you, but you've stolen before, what's the big deal? Do you understand what the big deal is in what you don't want to do anymore?
and that's why a part of me gets it, but then at the same time, you've had a wedding, but that wedding is not enough. You gotta go and have.
No, but
the
it's not that
white
it's not
wedding.
enough. It's
Well,
that
clearly it's not.
no, it's not. Yeah, but to be fair, actually, yeah, you're right. It's not, because a lot of people that have traditional weddings, they don't have traditional weddings for themselves. They have for their parents. A lot of people will actually say, "Oh, that's for my parents." Like their parents are the ones who plan it. Parents are the ones that they just invite their friends, and the parents tell them what time they need to get there and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of people, anyway, traditional wedding is not for them. It's when they have the white wedding. That's when they have the reception. That's when it's more their guests. Like traditionally, a lot of weddings I've been to, the traditional weddings where you see the mum, like the parents' friends showing up and showing out. But the reception is where you see a lot more young people because that's what we really care about. Do you get me? Unless obviously you do a combination kind of wedding. But I think it comes down to faith. It's about what you believe. Because someone who doesn't believe, who's not a Christian or is not Muslim or has no religion, they wouldn't care about. I mean, they would have been having sex, but let's just say they were like, I want us to be married before we have sex. After the tradition, they're fine to get married. But for her, the traditional marriage does not. Yes, they pray for you and stuff like that, but it's not in the presence. It's not you getting married in the presence of God as it is when you do in church.
It's not sacred.
It's not sacred. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you get what I mean? So that's what I get when she's like, I'm a Christian, so I want it to be acknowledged in front of God. Then we can have all the sex. Well, he should have known his girl, man. Then he should have done the white wedding first. Then have the energy to go for the traditional wedding.
But that's the thing, though. Why doesn't anyone do the white wedding first?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why people don't do that.
Funny, and we always tend to call it traditional engagement.
Yeah, they call it engagement. This time I've been wearing a ring, and they've been engaged, and they have to, and then tell you to take the ring off, put in a box, and then do all that dramatics. Don't be silly.
Wait, I'm confused though, because like in this country here, if you get married in certain places, they don't see it as civil. So hence why some people might do something in the beach X, Y, Z, but then come here. Have something. Yeah. So which one of those would be the tradition, and which one would be the sacred one? The
sacred one is the white one, because basically at the white wedding, that's when you have the officer, like an officer of the law, and then you sign the certificate. Yeah. So then you've got your legal document. But then sometimes some people, what they do is that they do it before.
Yes.
So they do a court wedding. See, if you do a court wedding, we're married now.
Yeah. We can get it on.
Yeah, 100%.
Damn right we will.
100%. Because, everything that would apply to marriage would apply because of that.
Exactly.
Not because you went to the church the next day.
Exactly.
So then, in this situation, do you think she would want to have sex after the court one?
No, that girl is not having sex until she gets married in the church.
That girl, because
that one?
She might not have sex, full stop.
Because when I think about it, I feel like... Okay, you're rude. I'm trying to think about myself, though, like which... Because say I went to the court before a traditional, I'm trying to do it all in one day anyway. You see all of this, we do one day, we rent the venue twice. Nope, everybody get in. We get in the venue one time and we're done. It's cheaper, the venue prices and stuff. But which one, because obviously as a Christian, getting married like in the presence of God with witnesses and stuff is the most important thing. If I was not to have sex, which one would I wait to have? I don't know. I think, I would wait for the church one. Because traditionally, I think traditional weddings, I really like them. I really enjoy them. I think it's really cool and whatever. But it's a lot of rigmarole. It's a lot of...
rigmarole.
It's a lot of silliness, man.
I said rigmarole.
It's a lot of dramatics. It's just... It's a lot.
Isn't it more beautiful, though?
Oh, but think about it, though. You're barely there. As the groom and the bride, you're barely there. That's because there's so many hours of all these things they're doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Before you and then you come in.
You come in, yeah.
Then you come in and you dance around the place, acting like you don't know who your husband is and all that crap.
For 10 minutes before you even get in there.
Oh my gosh! And then they get you to dance around the place. Then they do this, and obviously the prayers are lovely. Well, okay, it's just tired. By the time you're done, then they make you go and change. If your man is from another country, you go and change. By the time you come back again. You're not really there. You're not really there for the entirety of the ceremony. They read the whole letter thing. You're not really. It's more about. It is an engagement. It's an engagement in play, because with an engagement, before you get proposed to, obviously your partner will speak. If you've got family, they can speak to. Will speak to the family. Blah blah. But obviously that's always done behind the scenes. So I feel like a traditional wedding is everyone seeing it play out. Because you know when they read the letter where they ask for your hand, well, this is Nigerian culture. We've got a letter we read where basically the bride's family will read a letter to the male's, to the groom's family. Then the groom's family will also read a letter to the bride's family. Then it's like we're asking back and forth. Where's the bride price? All the stuff is there. All of that is just to let people see everything playing out.
Yeah.
So you're not really married, actually.
Is that all in the letter?
It's like they're giving you consent to marry them.
No, but you're married because remember, prior to white people coming or us observing those Christian thingies, After that,
You're done,
We're
actually,
done.
yeah,
You come to
yeah.
my house. You know what I'm saying? And we just start a life.
That's true, actually. And then people will be waiting outside the door to see if your sheets are red or not.
That's a long time.
That's
ago.
time.
Long time.
It's about 1800s.
You say that. I was taught that in school in Nigeria as though it was like happened the other day. As in culturally, in some places, it still happens. When I was younger. I don't know now. Well, it will still happen though. Because
wild.
culture and villages and stuff can't get erased.
It's funny. I don't even want to say this, but I remember one time a friend of mine's sister.
Yeah.
She was like, I think she was young, but you know, she was kind of getting in trouble here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And her mum wanted to see if she actually had sex already.
Yeah.
And basically forced her to basically lie down and check and make sure that everything was.
How did they? Anyway.
Because her mum was like a proper disciplinarian. She wasn't having it. She was like, nope, da. But yeah, man.
That's crazy, man.
That's-
They put so much stock in these things. Anyway. Yeah, I get where she's coming from, but I think it depends really what you hold more sacred. I know people that care more about their traditional wedding than they do like the white wedding or the church wedding because they're not Christian or they're in. They see it as it's a legal thing for them.
Yeah.
And you see that actually now in ceremonies, like in a ceremony of someone who's not really like a churchgoer or anything like that, it's more legal. It's more legal thing. Do you get what I mean? But in a ceremony of a Christian, it's more like it feels like church.
So wait, what do atheist people do when they go to get married? Like, what do they?
Yeah,
good to
they're
court.
Or they might go church just for the culture part of it. But yeah. It's just like when people who don't believe in God bury their dead, they still go to church and do funerals.
Yeah.
services, yeah.
And they're sitting there knowing that they hate God. It's like, okay.
Is it like a wasted
his house.
experience? Like,
No, do you know what it is? It's one of those things where it's what's it called? I feel like a Christian wedding looks nice. It looks nice to stand outside the church and take pictures and like it's like one of those things where it's like it's one of those. It's what you do.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to do. So people just do it. Hella atheists up in the church. Hella Satanists up in the church. They got coming in here with black dresses on.
And they won't go back there till Christmas.
black
No.
dresses, you know.
Or
Yeah,
Easter.
Or Easter, yeah, that's the one.
Do you know how hard it is to find parking? Yeah. when it's the Christmas service, the carol service especially. Oh my gosh. I have to park in Timbuktu because and the church usually I'm parked right in front. Right in front.
Yeah, I don't really care for Christmas or any of them
It's crazy, man.
holidays. To be fair, any of them, yeah, they all get out of here, man.
But you see, I was just going to ask you, yeah, with the traditional marriages, yeah, do you feel almost like the implication is that we're saying God is not present at those traditional marriages?
Do you know
For
what?
someone to have that view.
That's the indication.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, it is. It kind of is that. But I think because so you see with a church, yeah, with a church wedding, yeah, you're in front of the pastor's the witness, the pastor's everything is intentionally including God in it.
Okay.
In traditional marriage, it's intentionally including your parent, and then we just pray. Like the parents will pray for you, all that kind of stuff. So it's not like before God and man. It's before the parents, this family and this family. You're now together. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but see how you mentioned the praying though. There's still the acknowledgement that God has to be.
Yeah, but people
in
pray all the
this.
time though.
Yeah,
The
but
devil was praying and all.
But I think I don't know. I think it's just the way maybe traditionally we see God in it, because a lot of the time people feel like, okay, cool, we have to kind of, for lack of a better word, summon God to be here. You know what I'm saying?
To be in our midst.
Yeah, but really, especially in cultures, especially like in our culture anyway.
Yeah.
I personally, my own personal belief, I believe that when a culture is thriving and doing certain things, they're doing the will of God. That's how I see it. Because God's aim for you is to survive, thrive, and be all you can be, right? Multiply and be prosperous. So my thing is, it's not like you need to call God to be here necessarily. But when we do those things that further our overall objective, God is present and He's
Do you know
blessed
what?
it.
Oh, sorry, there's a comment. Oh, big up Bev. Hold on. Big up Beverly every time. And I know Isaac is watching too, so big up Isaac. So Beverly says the white wedding traditionally is because the church buildings had the license to legalize your marriage. Nowadays, it depends on what type of wedding you have. For my traditional, we had a pastor have a whole section, our wedding blessed. We are not having a white wedding. Sick. So see what I'm saying? They
I
put it
love that.
together.
Yeah.
But see though how they had to bring their pastor in there because I feel like the prayers are not enough. I'll be real with you, yeah. I'm gonna be very real with you. Our traditional, the reason why I don't see traditional as like / a church wedding is because the pastor's not there.
Okay.
And this, in Nigeria, we call them alaga. That's the person, that's the MC of the traditional wedding, right? I don't know what this woman's faith is. One could argue I don't know what my pastor's is either. But I know my pastor more than I know this stranger who's just been hired for his service.
Yeah.
So what Beverly did is something like I would do, where my pastor would be there. Wes would do the cultural, where's my yam? Here's your rice, whatever. But then my pastor will actually be there to like, to bless this union.
Yeah.
And I feel like someone like Beverly, like that kind of wedding, that's it, that's done.
It's perfect. Yeah.
I'm gonna offer my pint, that's it.
You know what it
Do you know what I
is
mean?
though? Who are we to say like the parents' prayers are any less than the pastor's
pastor.
prayers?
No, your parents' prayers, your parents' prayers are fine. But the way I see it, I feel like pastors are God places pastors in that position for a reason, right? Your parents' role in your life is different to your pastor's role in your life. Do you get what I mean?
100%.
Your pastor has a bigger role for God's kingdom than your parents do, right?
That's fair.
So that's why, I'm taking all the blessings, all the prayers, but in terms of who's going to join me together, my parents can't join me together to be married in holy matrimony. My pastor can.
So if your pastor's tainted, then what?
I wouldn't be in the church anyway.
You wouldn't know though.
Oh.
So I'm saying.
But
If
like
you're a praying girl, God will let you know.
You know how much pastors are out there doing X, Y, Z and
Yeah, but you've seen the character though. I've been in churches where
and the reality is
Christ didn't even trying to walk past that road.
But the reality is, it doesn't even matter. Because like you said earlier, it's about faith, right? You believe the pastor's doing a good job.
Yeah.
He's come there to do his job. He's prayed. You believe God is present. Your husband does. Your wife does.
Yeah.
This is good enough.
Yeah.
Because no man or woman is perfect.
no,
But you know what it
please
is?
no.
Because when we really deep all of this here, it is what you're saying, man. All of this is just dramatics and just
What did you call it? You called it?
It's rigmarole. The rigmarole of it all. I love that word so much.
I love that word.
I misuse it all the time.
I heard that in Black. What's that show, man? Blackish. That's it.
Oh, Blackish. Yes, I love Blackish.
Rigmarole.
Rigmarole. But because again, it goes back to like Brent's example that he always says about if you're on an island and blah, 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 would you not be married? Of course we're married. Do you get what I mean? Because again, we've done it that way. But I think where it is that I have access to extra resources, I'll use it. And extra resources is my pastor.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I think as a community, you kind of choose that this particular person will officiate this ceremony.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, you know. But again, I think with the traditional wedding and stuff, we've chosen that this person will officiate this particular thing.
Absolutely,
this is just
yeah.
what we, you know what I'm saying?
And you know,
typically,
yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, typically, you know, nowadays, the woman who does everything,
Yeah.
she prays a lot as well.
Yeah, they love, and they're always singing praise and worship.
You know what I'm saying? So they're typically.
Guys with the voice, they're singing praise.
You know what I'm saying? So you're getting it all there.
You are, to be fair. Because I think, what was I going to say? Because think about it as well. With like the person you get to host the traditional wedding, right? It's more of like we've seen you before. We like, what is your process of doing it? You're hired. With churches now, you can't just go to rock up to any. Well, some churches do a service. It's like going to Tesco. Anyway, come one, come all kind of vibe. But certain churches, you can't go to that church and say you want to get married without them knowing you.
Yeah.
Without you having to do like counseling sessions for them to know that you're doing marriage for the right reasons. They need to know. You can't just be a stranger that walks past and be like, oh, I'd like to come here. They want you to have been coming to the church, being familiar, know what God says about. Do you know what I mean? So there's kind of like more process and intention behind that.
Yeah.
I love Bevy's idea. I might take that.
Yeah.
So having a pastor at the traditional wedding. And that is it. We are done. Everybody go back to your houses.
Perfect. Because you've included your culture, which means everything to you.
Yeah.
But also you're a Christian. You've brought the person who heads your church there.
And here you matrimony and all that.
You know what I'm saying?
I do think with weddings though, weddings are now like, I don't think people take weddings seriously. I feel like people take the wedding days, the events more seriously than they actually think about marriage. A lot more people are concerned about their actual wedding ceremonies than they are the actual marriage. And it's become a thing where people just want to trend on Bella Niger and want to have a cool hashtag and all that kind of stuff.
Why do you think that is?
It's just because it's just a trend now.
Society, man.
It's a trend. I think especially because certain cultures like Ghanaian culture, Nigerian culture, our cultures are rich in how they are, right?
Yep.
Where people, so I feel like all of that stuff now is getting out of hand. I'll be so real with you because some of the wedding guests I'm seeing as well, I know it's a tangent. Like, sometimes you can't even tell who the bride is. It's when they announce who the bride and groom is, that's when you know who it is, because why do you have a train, sis?
Yeah.
You're a guest.
Yeah.
You're probably a +1. That's the worst thing about all of this. You're a +1 to all of this. But I think it's become a trend. And for me personally, I feel like it's watered down the sanctity of what weddings are meant to be.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always like, I want to have a small, intimate wedding where literally like everyone that is in there are people that will form part of our community for our marriage. Like that's so important, because I've heard many married people say how they have weddings that are massive and everyone is there, but no one ever checks in on them after that wedding day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People don't check in on you on how you're doing, and it's like, this is not something that these people have done before. And you that we're doing when will you get married? Because you want people to join in your misery and whatnot. But anyway, you mean you're doing all of that stuff and no one ever checks in on us. So the kind of people that I would want at my wedding will be people that will actually check in on us and say we need advice. And my husband needs to talk about something, like he can be like, he can go to, do you know what I mean? He can come to you and be like, okay, Iman, what do you think about da-da-da? Like, I don't want people who are just there for a good time, just eat jollof rice and do TikToks. Wait, what are we doing here? But unfortunately, that is what weddings have kind of become. Where people are even going to like into debt. Like, I've heard of couples who have got married, gone into debt for them, taken out loans for their weddings. The loan is not even paid off, but they got divorced. So what was? Do you know what I mean? So what's all of this? What was all of this for? So with a wedding, so even with this conversation that we're having, this topic of the day, I get if people just strip it back to just quote unquote basics, without all of this rigmarole. Do you know what I mean? Without all of this. Let's just take it back to, do you know what, we'll do this simple. Because when you think about tradition, I feel like traditional weddings now, what they are, gosh, I don't think the people back in the villages were doing 5 dress changes.
No.
They weren't having DJs and all this
5
stuff.
dress changes.
It wasn't
It was
that.
a concert.
It was
It
literally
was
like...
an encore.
And do you know what's mad about? Back then, it was really the elders. It would be the elders, and they sit down in your village. The dad side's on this side. They didn't even have canopies back then. You know the canopies that love in Nigeria? They didn't even do all of this. We're out in the sun. Do you know what I mean? And then we'll say this, they'll have the cola nuts or whatever it is, or whatever drink, and da-da-da, and they pass that. And it's like, okay, this is your husband now, and that's it. And even if they wanted to get divorced, like, it would be a thing where they would have had intervention before, and then you have to come to the father and explain why it is you don't want to be the daughter anymore. He will go and pick up his child back and be like, okay, that's fine. Like, I feel like tradition in itself, if we really, really deep it, the tradition in traditional marriage that we're doing today is lost. Because a lot of people don't even know the significance of an actual traditional marriage. And maybe if we actually go back to the traditional, then maybe people wouldn't feel like, they will realize that actually, do you know what? God is in that, to be fair. You don't really have to do it's kind of like ticking boxes now these days, to be fair.
100% agree with you, man.
In debt. Gosh.
I don't think I could add anything to that, man. I 100% agree with you. Side something.
Sidebar.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's an appropriate way for guests to behave at a wedding?
Yes!
100%.
Emmanuel,
100%.
yes!
Come on, man.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, man.
What are the things that you're saying should not be done? What comes to mind?
Personally, I feel like going to someone's, not traditional, because sometimes you have that white ashrabi and stuff like that, but someone's church wedding, or like white wedding, let's say white wedding. I feel like going to someone's white wedding dressed in white, you are a witch.
But people don't do that, surely.
It's been done. It's been heard of to be done.
Who does
They
that,
try
though?
to pass it for
Free
ivory.
download How Minds Change the Surprising Science.
She's on
I
one.
don't know what this guy.
Yes, and they try to pass it for ivory. I feel like, okay, that's one of the things, yeah.
That's rude, man.
Also, one of my things as well, because you know the whole conversation about like bridesmaids, because groomsmen have a lovely time.
That's true, you know.
Groomsmen is so
That's true, you know.
peaceful.
Yeah.
But if you go over to the bridesmaids group chat, you know those people that I've not spoken to, like people fall out. So there was this whole thread on Twitter, or like this conversation happening the other day on Twitter, where basically people are losing friendships when it comes to weddings. So first it will be because, like, say this person's trying to get married, their friend is jealous that this person get married before them, or this person in a better position than they are. So now they're doing little things to like kind of sabotage and whatever else. There's all that kind of stuff. There's also when you get like bridezillas. I'm sorry. Bridezillas, where they...
Real thing, man.
Do you allow that?
I
though?
don't.
Because it's there one day.
I don't allow... There's no room for foolishness in my life. I understand stress. I give grace for stress. Stress is fine. However, when it comes to a thing where like... Because basically, some people, I personally feel like some people kind of strip away your individuality because of their wedding. So say, for example, women be like, oh, everyone has to have a ponytail, everyone has to do that. So that is fine. If you want the uniformity in terms of the same hairstyle, that's cool, yeah. But I've had situations where someone's hair is natural.
Okay.
The person does not wear wigs or whatever it is. Their hair is natural. And you're telling them, in order to achieve the look that you want, they should go and texturize or perm their hair. I'm not giving you any kind of grace. And I don't want to be a bridesmaid anymore.
Esther, can I give you one example, yeah? My DJ, yeah. Well, it was a DJ at a couple of events, right? I remember online, he must have posted something talking about he was meant to be a groomsman.
Yeah.
But the wife to be was saying, yo, because he's got dreads and everyone's got fades, yeah.
She didn't want him to be.
She don't want him. Like he has to cut his hair.
Are you sick?
I promise you. I promise you.
I saw something similar. This girl was saying to her future husband that your cousin or whoever can't be a bridesmaid because she doesn't.
Saw that.
She doesn't fit the look.
Yeah, because I think she was like chubby or something like that.
Yeah, that's rude.
But you know what I will say though? As a man, say that was my male friend. I don't understand why you're marrying this person. I'll be so real with you.
Yeah, I get that.
I will be so real with you. Like, if my girl was like to me, oh, I came up with these rules and he dumped me, I will be like, I get why.
Yeah.
Because if my male friend asked me, am I wilding for wanting to dump her? I would be like, no, you're absolutely right. Because I don't know why that's the kind of person I'd want to marry. To say like, and that's why I say that all of this stuff is lost. Like the kind of people that I'm going to have as my brides, I don't really want to have bridesmaids anyway if I'm being real with you. Because again, just of all the dramatics that's around it. But even the people that I know that I'm going to choose to have that year, there are people that are my genuine friends. There are people that I know are genuinely happy for me. Because yes, of course you can't see people's insides, but we've seen each other in different stages of our lives. We've seen each other when I had a job, you didn't have a job. When you had a job, I didn't have a job. We've seen each other in different phases. So I know that this is my sister and this is someone that is going to, like, this person has my best interest at heart. My brother's wedding, wedding planner we got. Actually, was it the wedding planner before I call people out? Decorators, right, did not do their job. When we got to the reception, there was still like boxes on the tables. It was a whole thing. Literally, all the bridesmaids, because we are, like my sister-in-law is like, she's my girl, kind of feel like we're friends. But everyone else that was on the bridesmaids team or bridal train, they're all her friends, like proper close friends. All of us literally ditched our heels, rolled up our dresses, and we started decorating the hall. Yeah. And we did not let them know that there was anything going off with any of the wedding until it was like after we're laughing about it, we're like, oh, you know, this happened, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, no way. She's like, I didn't tell her. We're like, yeah, because it's not for you to have known anything like that. Like, when I tell you, with her wedding, there was no drama whatsoever. There was no arguments in group chat. There was there was nothing whatsoever. Because that's how it's meant to be. It's not meant to be a stressful process. So there's bridesmaids that think it's their wedding. When I went for my friend's wedding, I said, wow. There's people that really think that this is like all of this here is about them and they are the main party. So there's people like that. You can't, that is etiquette 101. Don't act as though like it's about you. None of this is about you. You have been privileged enough to be invited to celebrate in their love. Move and walk with that appreciation. I properly hate when I go to weddings and people acting like they're the main characters and or like, also for a guest when you're speaking down on the things at the wedding, oh, like, why is the table like this? Or why is the food like this? Or this is not very nice and da-da-da-da. I hate stuff like that. All that bitchiness and stuff like that. Nope. That's another etiquette. Don't be doing that.
Uncalled for.
It's mean. It's very mean-spirited. Why would you do that?
What about, like, this might seem very silly, but what about pictures?
Oh, nothing silly at this point.
Oh, what, as in taking pictures?
Yeah, how people pose in pictures.
Oh, no.
That girl?
The girl, yeah, I saw that. She shouldn't have.
Do you know what's so crazy? So basically, in my mind, I thought maybe they were going to do a silly... Oh, maybe girl, it's only you.
Yeah.
It's only you.
Where is that?
Because you know sometimes you do like
America?
I think so.
It's giving America.
Like, yeah.
It's giving...
Yeah,
100%.
It's because in the UK, there would be her ass. Like, she wouldn't have made it out with that finger. I was like, why would you do that in someone's picture? So like, you know, sometimes people do like silly stuff and people, but everyone is posing.
Yeah, silly pose.
I was like, everyone looks so professional. Like, this is their LinkedIn picture. And here you go with your middle finger up. I'll be honest, I'm so petty. I would have asked the photographer to erase her out.
Yeah.
She spoiled the whole photo.
I think that's out of order. There was even one I saw what's it called? A TikTok story. This girl and her husband. So basically, the girl getting married was like she was really, really close to the girl, like to the point where like her wedding was like in another state, and she took time off work. She and her partner booked a hotel. Those kind of efforts and lengths because this is her good friend. She's very happy for her. Whatever. The girl confirmed with her like 2-3 times that she's gonna come to the wedding. She's like, yeah, like definitely, I'm gonna be there. I can't wait to celebrate you guys. Blah blah. When they got there, their name was not on the There was no table for them.
What?
You know, you did a table chat, whatever. There was none. It was not there. She was so upset, because it was just like, you asked me 3 times, I confirmed 3 times, and then when they finally were able to get a seat, it was like in the overflow room. But she was like, this was someone that was a bridesmaid for her. They were incredibly close, and so she ended up leaving because she was just like, this is stupid. And the husband was like, do you know what? Still big that we made all this effort, still kind of be the bigger person. So she said she had to redo her makeup. She was so upset. Went back anyway. She said when like the bridesmaids, the other bridesmaids that she knew, none of them were like saying hello to her. They were kind of treating her a certain way. And she said that's when she knew that this was done intentionally. Yeah. When I tell you, wedding can bring out the worst in people, but I don't believe it's the worst in them. I feel like it's always been in them.
Do you know how petty? Not even petty,
but they didn't fall out.
No, but what type of person do you have to be to make someone come all the way to your wedding,
a hotel,
and then not have
she
like
wasn't
a
feeling
table
well
for them?
And she did not have on a table, and then she had to sit like in the corner, and then she was being snubbed, and I was just like, honestly, weddings brings out. I feel like weddings is when you know people's true colors, because the way people move with weddings. I feel like that's how you see people's true colors, because that's how you see like the envy that's been seen in some people that are not really happy for you. That's how you see. Even sometimes the bride who's getting married is the one that's envious. It's like, girl, you got a man. Like, what are you envious about? But that's why I always say envy is not something that is logical. Sometimes you feel like you have nothing for people to be envious about, but they just like the fact they're envious of the fact that you don't have everything, but yet you're still happy and fulfilled in life. But because they're chasing so much and they don't feel fulfilled. So the fact that you're just cool and calm and just enjoying life, that even bugs them. Weddings brings out people's real and true colors. Like my best friend, when she got married, like she was such a calm and chilled bride. And again, that speaks to the person I've been friends with for 15 years. It speaks to who she is. Do you get what I mean? It's great. There's definitely wedding etiquette. People go to weddings that act a damn fool, man.
You confirm with someone 3 times, they come all that way to, nah.
It's crazy. I feel like even the way people dance at the weddings as well.
What, bad?
There's etiquette. There's etiquette about that I'll be real with you.
I've seen some bad ones. I don't think I've seen some bad ones.
Some people go over the top, man. Do you feel like twerking?
You can't be doing a handstand.
No, don't twerk. No, don't twerk.
No, you can twerk there because traditionally people twerk.
What? Don't twerk.
But is it the
all them waist wine they've been doing, what do you think that
don't
is?
Don't twerk at a wedding. Come on.
Of course, if you're doing like face down, ass up, whatever twerking, that's different.
Yeah.
Then again, speak to your DJ, innit? If you're DJ...
The DJ's running them tracks.
Bro,
run it up.
This is it. If your DJ starts playing flipping Cardi B, two-step in the name of love to this?
It's not an excuse though. What?
No, speak
a
to
little
DJ,
bit
man.
of Cardi B comes on and people got to lose their minds.
No, because in my mind,
drinking them.
No, because in my mind, the bride and groom have requested this. That they want Seagull's music.
Maybe.
So if I start doing real lesbians, don't give a fuck about a nigga at your wedding.
Can you imagine?
But I think also that I feel like with that, because there's a certain period where the parents are still there, and the adults are still there, and whatever. Then it turns to nighttime. Get the cheeks out. Now we can twerk. But I feel like when the parents are there and stuff.
Nah, exactly.
I feel like I personally feel like maybe this is still part of the unlearning I'm trying to do anyway. But I just want my friends to think like, this is the friends you have.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing certain
It's
things.
a bad gang you're rolling with.
I couldn't imagine doing certain things in front of my mum. She'd look at me with disdain.
Yeah, because it's like, damn. But that's the thing, but even all that, I'm kind of, because I'm extreme where it's like, I don't want to, like, you know when the pastor's like, you can now kiss.
Yeah, you gotta look at your mum and dad. Take a glimpse over that type thing.
Sorry, it was. Do you know what I mean? But obviously by then I'll be totally healed. So I'll be lipsing the heck out of my man. You better look away.
I'm totally healed.
Yeah, there's definitely ways to act when it comes to people's weddings, man. You can't just be
wedding etiquette.
There's definitely wedding etiquette.
Some people have none though.
Oh, 100%.
None.
What do you guys think about like having kids at weddings?
Oh,
I mean,
get a babysitter, bruv.
no, man. I feel like they're part of the.
No.
Shouldn't they be part of the community aspect of it?
They're part of the community, man. Do you know what I mean? You get to see people's kids and.
Do you know what it is then? Get a babysitter in it. Because I feel like the only time I would allow a baby is if it's like a fresh born baby. They don't do much.
What?
They just suck breast and sleep.
So what? They're just gonna, but what about if it's one of those babies that are constantly crying? Then what?
Yeah, don't bring your baby to my church. You know your child more than anybody does. Get your husband to come or get the wife to come and one of you FaceTime with the other person. No, you can't. Your baby cannot be crying when I'm doing my vows.
Where did I see something? I don't know if it was Twitter or Instagram, and basically the sister the sister was told that she can't bring her kids to her own sister's wedding.
Wow.
No, that's possible though.
What?
Nah,
your
sorry.
own sister,
niece and nephews, in there.
your own nieces and nephews can't come and see. What?
It depends, man.
What depends on what?
It depends.
No.
Because basically, what I would do though is because weddings not for kids.
Why?
They're bored. They're bored. And now guess what? Your flipping child is playing with my dress because they're bored.
It's yanking on the dress and all that.
They're bored. They're bored and run about the place and they might knock my cake off the table. Your kids are bored. So what I've always said, if it's a thing where I've got like bare niece and nephew, like my niece and nephew will not miss my wedding. But because if I'm gonna do a whole bridal train thing, they'll be part of it. Do you get what I mean? That's cool. But my niece and nephew know how to act.
Okay.
if you know your child, because you know your child, man. If you know you've got an unruly offspring, you and your offspring, someone's gonna make a sacrifice. Your offspring can't come.
Yeah.
But I would be the person to have child insanity for the kids. Because kids are bored. When I was younger and I went to weddings, I was bored out of my skull. What am I doing here? They don't understand the vows. Everything that adults are enjoying about this wedding, they don't have a clue. They're bored out of their skull. So I would have children and stay now.
But don't you take in, even as a kid, like you may not understand everything, right? But do you not take in the event and be like, okay, cool. And then maybe when you're 20, you remember, oh yeah, I remember when I went to Auntie So-and-so's wedding and
Do you know what? I remember when I was like a flower girl and stuff like that at weddings. That's all I remember. As soon as I was done being a flower girl, I was just like, so where's the food at?
Yeah.
And then where are the other little friends I can just play with and run around with?
True.
I don't care about the parents' speech. Not a clue. So we got a comment. Jin and Jay says, one day when I have time, I'll tell you about the time I was bridesmaids to a stranger I met on the tube. First of all, today isn't the day we have time. Today you can't just drop.
Exactly.
You can't just say something and mic drop that.
I
would do that though. So basically,
had a great conversation.
There was a time I actually wanted to offer that service.
What do you mean?
What's
Be a bridesmaid.
As in to one person, or you mean
No, like
business?
this is one of my business. I still might do it. I'm gonna do it.
Serious?
I'm gonna put myself on Gumtree. I'm gonna do it actually.
I might
You
do
know
that
what?
as well, you know. Why not?
Because not everybody.
Yeah, why
It's
not?
true. It's true. Not everybody. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna put a
Don't
picture
steal my
up.
idea. If I go there and see a listing from another TDA.
I'm definitely there. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put a picture up of me in a suit saying this is what
Available.
this is what one might look like.
Do you know what I'm gonna do actually?
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm gonna
Depending
do?
on the colours and the schemes.
Actually, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do because I feel like someone's gonna steal my idea.
It's amazing, you know.
Trust me. I've got the perfect plan, but I'm gonna do it though. 100%. I know you're gonna have my business goes. I'm starting a new business.
All right. Black
Because not
businesses,
everybody has somebody that and I'm a trustworthy bridesmaid. I'm going above and beyond. Like I will make sure if you eaten that day, if you drank this, I don't care about
Are you
myself.
hydrated?
No, but do you know how many brides talk about their bridesmaids don't check about whether they've eaten or they've drunk or anything like that.
that's true,
They don't care about getting their makeup done. I don't care about stuff like that. Because I was a maid of honor as well. Ooh, baby, I took that seriously. Because my friends have trusted me with this thing. That's how I see God being a godparent as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like my friend Dolly, who I said if I have kids, will be my godmother. I know she's watching. Big up you, girl. Is because Dolly will go above and beyond. And that's how she is with her friends' weddings as well. She's a selfless person, and that's the kind of person you want to have as a bridesmaid.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anyway, hire me in it. I might even speak to Dolly about this.
I need a name. Groomsman.
Girl, text me. Let's make this happen.
So would you guys offer different packages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a silver, gold, and bronze.
Absolutely. I don't like how you're owning into my idea.
Listen, I'm doing it. I don't know what's going on.
Do you know what? We can actually link up. If you need a
yeah,
Christmas thing,
Exactly.
we're already partnered up. You don't have to put me together with Black Tony.
Yeah. Forget
Got Black Rich.
You got Black Rich. I'm here for it. Do you know what I mean? We can do
No, you got the packages. 100%.
I'm here for it.
How involved do you want me to be all the way to the end? Do you want me to, like, do you get me? Like, 100%.
Yeah, do I have to leave at a certain time?
This
Do
is-
I
I'm
have
happy
to
to
go
do-
get there in the morning?
The highest package includes a speech.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
And I will learn about you. I will go through I will do my own research. I will
100%.
speak to
Look,
the
see?
notable people, your family, all that kind of stuff. Listen,
See?
watch. It's a sick
We're
idea.
doing this.
I've had this for years and I've
we're
never
doing
done
this.
anything about it.
Nah, you definitely need to.
Because I also wanted to do, because you know how Ghanaians have like mourners at their weddings?
Yes.
At their funerals.
They have what?
Mourners at the funerals. I was going to do that as well.
They'll cry for you know.
Because I'm a crier. So I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I might as well use this talent God has given me.
Yeah.
I can cry at the drop of a pin. So I was like, oh my gosh, when I tell you, I've actually had these ideas. I'm going to do it.
I'm right here with you.
I've got some free time coming up in my life. I'm going to do it.
I'm right here. I got the pictures ready. Do you know what I mean? Couple
This
old
is it.
pictures from some weddings.
Don't worry, man.
Just let them know what it looks like, even in African attire. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
Like,
I mean, I said my market. I don't want my market to be black people though.
no,
No,
but
you
I'm saying
got-
just
yeah,
in
you
case
got to
though.
stick
Just
to
in
the
case.
whites.
Yeah, because black people tend to use that. Like, they'll use an enemy
Yeah.
before they use a stranger.
Yeah. True.
White people are very trusting,
Yeah,
and I bet the woman Temi was what's it called, bridesmaid
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Was white.
100%.
Wait, did you say black people use an enemy before they use a stranger?
Yeah. Do you know how many people know that their groomsmen or their bridesmaids don't like them? There's many women though. They know their bridesmaids and their ops.
Fair enough.
Do you have a caller?
Yeah.
Morning.
Come on, Nicola.
Alright, you have to call back.
Can you call back, please?
I said bridesmaid on for hire.com.
Yeah. No, but no,
It's a site.
It's actually a thing.
we need to come up with a name.
Yeah, man.
We do.
Them
But look at
black-
that. All we see is white women.
Yeah.
They need to tap into, they need some black people.
We need to.
Especially if you're somebody who you've been accused of being racist and stuff.
This is it. This is exactly what I was going to say to you.
I'll be your black friend.
Yeah.
Black
Diversify
rich.
the
Black
picture.
rich. Black rich.
Black S, I've known her since primary school.
Yeah.
I was in Nigeria, but yeah, you know me, girl. Morning, caller.
Morning, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes, we can.
How are you? You right?
Okay, hi. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, no, I wish Temi would call in because I don't know if she meant it the way you lot are taking it in terms of she might have met someone and just become friends with them.
Oh.
But making it into a business.
But she's a stranger, though.
Yeah.
Stranger on a tube.
Yeah, no, the only reason why I say that is because when I got married, my missus said she met someone that, you know, literally became her friend within months before we got married and they got invited to the wedding on the train.
Yeah, that's the kind of etiquette as well, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So, I mean, she wasn't a bridesmaid, but still she was there. And, you know, if I look at pictures, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the lady you saw on the train that, you know, you said you believed it, like you had the same, like you were talking about faith and all these kind of things. And I think that's probably where they clicked.
Yeah, it makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You never know, man, when you meet people, man.
You never know.
So what, Jijike?
And I was also going to say,
No, I was just going
No, go
to say,
on.
so what do you think about the idea, man? That Rich and Esther's got?
I swear to God, if anyone steals this idea,
No, we're doing it, man. We're doing
I mean, yes, I think the thing is, though, the people that would probably do it will probably have a low-key wedding anyway. So they probably don't have a lot of people in their lives. So it might work.
It will work.
it will work.
Thank you
Watch.
very much.
We're going to be in the Forbes
No.
list. Watch.
No, but you know what the
You're not watching a $1
no, you know where
million
the problem is?
idea
No,
get
you-
birthed.
No, but this is where my idea has just gone now. The problem with this, though, is what if you then become like a pawn in a scam wedding? So they don't have enough witnesses and they call you in to be the pictures. And next thing you know, you're on some next investigation about immigration and this person that's trying to get a passport is coming to the country.
They ain't
So
got nothing
I'm
to
not
do
the
with
bride
us.
or groom.
Yeah, that.
Furthermore, I will show the police my invoice. Because the invoice has got clear before I show up with that.
we got paid to do a job, and that's
Exactly.
it. We're doing our job.
This is what we do, officer. I'll help you with the investigation, though.
Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you what you need to know.
I'll tell you what I need to know. Because when I asked them, when I did do some research in the couple and I got to try to get to know them a little bit, they didn't know much about each other. So yeah, you're right, officer. You're right.
That's cool.
No, you can't trick me, man. I'm taking a
Fair
simple
enough.
in prayer.
No, but I was also going to say as well in terms of giving grace to the bride, because I think one of the things that does happen is if you're a bride that has to do a lot of the planning, that does bring its own stresses. So I know I'm using a personal experience. I know for us, she had a certain dress that everyone needed to wear.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, not all her friends are of the proportionate size to meet that dress. So one of her really close friends couldn't be a bridesmaid because of that. They're still close and they're still friends, but that was the conversation they had to have. And I'm like, I don't know if that's...
But who was this?
What
Close friend.
This is her friend. So one of her...
His wife.
Yeah.
So what, they couldn't open up the dress a bit? It wasn't enough?
As far as I know, this was a bought dress. This wasn't one they made. So I think that was the issue.
Oh, man.
But so I think sometimes, as long as you have the conversation, I don't know how bad it can be. I don't know. I mean, as I said, they're still very close. I still see her quite regularly, so it can't have been that rough.
That's a bit deep, though.
So she couldn't get in the dress.
Yeah, man.
So she couldn't be a bridesmaid.
Could we change the dress?
Is this what we're doing in the 20th century?
No, couldn't we have found a new dress? If that's my really, really close friend,
No,
I would have found a new dress.
that means the dress. No disrespect. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know. The dress takes
No,
precedent.
Yeah, because the
That's
the
what
dress
it is.
is more important than the close
dress
friends.
is more important than the close friends. Like what's the perception of the
Because we could have found a
visuals.
new dress. If that's my close friend that I actually wanted to be on my bridal train.
No, but you know what it was? It was a conversation of, okay, we know you're not there, so we're gonna get there because we want you to, look your best as well. So it was that conversation too. So it wasn't just, this is it, you're on your own. They had this whole group of, getting fit and healthy kind of thing. And unfortunately, that target just wasn't met. And I think, to be fair,
big man.
This is before walking to Jericho.
The only reason why I'm saying this is because I'm saying it's possible to have that conversation and not to fall out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, it makes sense, man.
I'm gonna be very real.
Yeah.
One of the things that I will not be doing for anybody's wedding is by force diet plan. I don't think that's a nice thing to make people do. That's why I'm struggling with this one.
Sorry, Cooler was.
Sorry,
Cooler was the lady put on a diet plan, or was the diet plan before?
No. This was her. This was like their whole thing.
Like a group.
So it was.
Okay. So they were aiming. So everyone was aiming to get in the dress.
Right.
Some people would have been in the dress anyway, but like, let's be our best looking. Let's be fit. Let's be on point for this particular. Event.
So what you're telling me is, if you don't get to a certain point by a certain time, you can't get in the dress.
Yeah, because you know what's our order though is that she would have always had a bigger target than everybody else.
But this is what
the game sounds rigged. Still, the game sounds rigged. I'm not gonna lie. The game sounds rigged from the get-go.
All I'm saying is, I don't know who said what to who. I just know that she came to the wedding. She was still, I didn't see her with push-up face. She looked happy. She's still friends with her now. So I don't know whether it was my missus that said, you can't do it, or whether it was, I don't want to be there in a different dress because I couldn't get in the dress.
Okay.
Or we have to now change up to a whole new different thing because of me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I just know that.
You don't think she, either which way, she would have felt some kind of way?
She definitely did.
But this is what, the only reason why I say that is because of how I know their relationship is now. Like, as I said, they're still really close. I think to a point that when they have conversations, like sometimes you'll have her on speaker and you can kind of tell when there's like malice in the way people are giving advice or talking.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I say I don't think there was any animosity in this particular instance. I'm not saying it will be like that for everyone, but I'm just giving that example.
I think the friend knew your wife's heart, though, innit? It was like, I'm not trying to be bad here, you know what I'm saying? But we all tried to get.
I'll be real with you. Because there are bridesmaids, like Miss Mariah said in the comment, yeah, there are people that actually pick their bridesmaids based off what they look and their like body size, their body type and stuff like that. I mean, I think the whole trying to lose weight for your wedding thing, I think it's a toxic culture because you lose weight for the wedding. This is why I say people don't think about the marriage, because then you put on weight in the marriage. Ma'am, make it make sense because you want to look good, whatever. But that aside, I don't agree with making my friends go on a diet for that. But what it sounds like to me is that she cared more about the aesthetics than a friendship. And big up that girl though, that she's still friends with her, because that wouldn't be me.
But it was a group thing.
Yeah, but it's embarrassing. I don't like, you can't embarrass people, man. That's embarrassing. Regardless of however it was presented, regardless of whether a pastor was the one who said it to her, that's embarrassing. Knowing that you can't be your friend's... Wait, sorry, Chijoke. Knowing that you can't be your friend's bridesmaid because you're bigger, that's deep, man.
But then, I think the way I would look at it is if we're saying that the dress wasn't, because bear in mind, this wasn't a maid dish. This wasn't one that everyone had to go get cloth and
how many years ago was this?
Do whatever.
It's almost 10, I believe. It was,
yeah, nearly 10.
I mean, it's a different time then, but even then, it's still, feelings are still what they are.
That's rough, man.
That's rough, man.
That's rough. I'll be honest with you. Like, I can't imagine.
I can't justify that.
If I was overweight and the man them said to me, "Yeah, Rich, you know what?
You can't fit into the suit,
bro. That you're not really fitting into the suit, you know that. But what we'll do though is the man them are trying to lose the weight. Innit? So obviously, like, if you can get to like a certain kg by a certain time, you can come to.
Okay, no, wait, hold on.
What?
Rich,
no,
hold on.
Forget. Okay, I'm not even coming to the
I'm
wedding
not
no
coming to the
more.
wedding, bro.
Move, man.
I'm gonna say this. Okay, let's say you had that situation. You knew what size Next had the suit in. It wasn't your size. If you came in a suit that wasn't quite the same suit, but the same color, would you be like? Would you not feel weight knowing that everyone is got like a slightly? I'm just saying that
because you know what it is,
that was also.
Because you know what
that
it is,
was also part of it. I think that was also part of it.
Because you know what it is, Next is not the only place that sells suits, first of all. But also, though, if I came in a different color, I see that as, because people care so much about aesthetics and care so much about everything looking perfect. And that includes people, right? If you allow me to come to the wedding with a similar dress, I will see that as all of this stuff you see as shallow too. And this friendship is so important to you that you do not care about the whole uniformity aesthetics. I'll be real with you. You throwing your wife under the bus. I'm so real with you.
I understand you want to stick up for your wife. I get that.
No, and that's what I'm saying. If I'm just talking about what I don't know the full ins and outs of the conversation. I just know she came. They're still friends. So I'm just putting it as I understand. The other examples you gave, and I understand it sounds rough, but I'm saying you can have the conversation. People can still be friends. I'm not saying everyone will understand it, and I'm not saying the way it sounds doesn't sound rough. I'm just saying you can have it.
I hear you. We hear you, Chijoke.
You don't, but it's fine.
No, I hear you. I physically hear you, but I 100% do not agree with you. Like, when I say I hear you, it doesn't mean I agree with you. I just mean I hear your point, but I just personally feel like you're sticking up for your wife, which one would expect you to do. So that's fair.
Okay. And what I was also going to say as well, in terms of what you said, in terms of the children coming to the wedding. So you have like nieces and nephews, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
So you're saying you would tell is your brother that's got the kids?
No, but I already said, I mentioned that though, because I said my niece and nephew know how to behave. And if I have a bridal train, they will be part of it anyway. But they know how to behave. My thing is about unruly kids. People that know that their kids are unruly. Your kids don't know how to act. Even when they go to their mates' birthday parties, they're the kid that is doing everything the party planner said not to do, the entertainer said not to do. Those kids, there's no room for that. But I'll be honest with you, it will only be kids of very, very close friends. Like, as in very extremely close friends and family. But I will still make provision for them.
Yeah, no, I hate that.
Because I was going to
say in terms of...
Ciao.
It's reception time is when you can do it, because that's like more free in terms of where kids can go.
I think that's even the worst time. Because in church here, people obviously everyone sat down so they know to sit down. Reception, because they're seeing the servers walking around, they're just running up and down, getting in between people's legs, weaving and bopping, and now my cake is on the floor. Please get a babysitter.
I mean, why is your cake on an unstable platform?
No, why is your kid unruly to be kicking tables? Your kid should have sat on table 19 where they were placed.
That's rough.
Yeah, I'm not really for kids at weddings anyway. It's boring for them.
As I said, I hear it, but it can be rough for people that they couldn't get the babysitter, because it depends where you are as well. If your wedding reception is far, that's not always possible.
Yeah, but if someone said I can't come to your wedding because I can't get a babysitter, I wouldn't take offense to that. I'm not bridezilla. I wouldn't take offense to that, because I know that you would have liked to come, but unfortunately, I've come to visit you in your house and I know what that kid is like. You've told me what that kid is like. You complain about that kid to me, and you think my wedding day is when I want to do an experiment. Like, I wouldn't take offense to someone not coming to my wedding because they're kids. But again, I feel like the people in my life would like. I want everybody to have fun on my wedding day. It's not just for me. Like, I want everybody to have a great time. And so even for people that have kids, this is your time off. If you can, man. Like, I literally want my wedding to be so fun for everybody. Do you get what I mean? Like, just a nice lit party, that kind of vibe. But unfortunately, no kids. You gotta respect people's things, man. No kids. Keep your kids at home. And if you ain't got a babysitter, you gotta miss out the wedding, man. Catch you on Instagram.
And to be fair, with kids being there, it's a lot more money as well.
Of course it is. But my thing is that I'm even thinking as how I was the kid when I was young. I was bored out of my skull. Even when I think about all these, like when we used to go to hall parties and stuff, it's as an adult we now like it. When I was a kid, I was like, oh my gosh.
I used to love hall parties though.
No.
Shin up its ass.
Oh, I hate Fuji. I'm hating Fuji as a kid.
Man.
I was like, well, what is this torture?
Shino Peter is the greatest guy in the world.
Big up Shino Peters though.
I love that guy, man.
Yinka Yefele is my vibe. That's my vibe.
I have no idea who you're on about, but...
But thank you, Chijoke.
Yeah, fine. All right.
He's upset with me.
I feel bad. I just feel bad because I feel like, I just hope no one's going to come and say, Roz, they're talking about you. I'm like, no, it weren't me.
Well, don't look in the chat. All right, Chijoke, see you later.
Right. Don't worry, man.
Yeah.
Never going to beat them charges, you know.
It's done.
So people say that he talks too much. He says, hold my bear, he's my wife.
Man, please, my belly's hurt. I'm laughing so much here, but I feel like I'm doing a cool workout.
That's when you have a good laugh.
That's a good laugh.
That's a good laugh. Trust me. The belly's hurting, the jaws.
Gin and gist, where's the phone call?
Gin and gist. God, don't make us call you.
Come to the front of the congregation.
Please.
Brent, please, man. Can you turn off this aircon? Because you're trying to like freeze me up over here. Brother, I'm moving like I'm in the Arctic and all that. Man. It's just the North Pole.
Oh, gosh.
Make me want to put on my jacket and all that, bro.
Now, gin and gist, please, I need that, man. I need that. I need that story because that is so funny. But anyway, keep an eye out for me and Rich's.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
It's coming soon.
Might be at a wedding near you.
Yeah. Coming to a wedding near you. You know that? Yeah. Telling you see
no, for real, you know?
Me and Esther just stunting like, yo.
Just there, man.
It's the mean pose.
We're just there.
Dead serious. Watch.
Oh my god!
When you least expect it, you're gonna see a picture of me and Esther just there looking to the nines.
No, but I want that there. I want people to. I want someone to go to their white colleague's wedding and just see me around.
See us there.
That would be the funniest.
So like, oh wait, you guys actually know that?
But you know, so we have to be like, say, hey, we're at work.
Yeah, we're work. We ain't got time for that.
Don't make it a scene, man. Don't make it scene. Oh dear.
Good morning, Paula.
Good morning, Paula.
Hi, it's Temi.
Yes, thank you very much. But can we get some horns, please? Because she actually showed up for us.
Big up Temi every time.
Every damn time, honey.
Every time.
How are you, babes?
Basically, I'm fine, thank
Okay,
you. Basically, I used to work at a particular bank in the city somewhere.
Yeah.
So I would always take the tube to work. And then there was this girl that I would always see on the platform. And she worked in the bank at, let's say, the next station. So we would take the same route.
Yeah.
And then so what because I'm a friendly kind of girl. So I think maybe I was smiling at her and she realized. And then one day she came to work to cover at the bank that I was in. So that's how we became, I guess, less strangers than we were. And then so she was just talking. And she was like, oh, I'm getting married in about 3 months' time.
No, stop it.
And I would really love it if you could be my bridesmaid. I don't know why. I think maybe I had never been a bridesmaid before. So I was like, oh, that's exciting.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll be her bridesmaid. And then I happened to get pregnant in between those 3 months. So when we went to go and try on our fitting for the stuff, first of all, we had to pay for everything, like literally everything. And she said, oh, can you not get any bigger? And I said,
hey,
hey, you know what? That's actually the 3 months for friendship. How will you control a baby growing inside of you?
Literally. And then when we so the wedding came and everything, obviously I got a little bit bigger. And at her church, so first of all, we had to go to the hotel, but the hotel was like Premier Inn in like Croydon or something. And we had to pay for it. And I had to share a room with her other friends that I didn't know. And all of this kind of stuff. And then on the day of the wedding, I'm like, oh, where's the limo that's going to take the bridesmaids to the church? I was the limo driver in my Corsa at the time, and I had to drive all her bridesmaids.
No way. Oh, she's a user.
That's what she is. Yeah.
And then when we got to the church, because she went to this really strict, like, African church, Nigerian African church. And the pastor was like, oh, basically refused to carry on with the service because some of our arms were showing in our dresses. Wow. And then even her as the bridesmaid, he made her wear, like, you know, when you were younger and you go to those hall parties and you wear those dresses with the little jacket thing on top.
Yes.
He made her get one of those jackets to wear on top of her.
Sombrero. No, that's a hat.
He made it like he wouldn't go on with the wedding until all of us were covered up, until none of our shoulders or arms were showing.
Was it Catholic church?
No, it was like maybe like Mountain of Fire or like one of those kind of like
ones,
Mountain of
churches.
Fire.
Yeah.
What is that?
Then when we got to the reception, so I had to drive people. Not only did I have to drive the brides from the hotel to the church, then from the church to where the reception was, plus her guests. I'm like pregnant. It's cold outside because this is like in December time, so it's cold. And like, you know, when you take pictures, usually like it's like, you know, the bride and the groom, then the bridal party, then family. But because of the type of church that it was, they were like, oh, pastors, all like important people take the pictures first, and then we're just standing there. I'm standing there freezing cold, pregnant, in the grass that's wet because it's December. Like, it was just the worst thing.
It's a nightmare.
Then I had to come back and pick up some of these dignitaries to bring them to the reception.
What the hell?
And the worst thing of all is that at the reception, because of the church, they couldn't play like any secular music. So they were playing Afrobeat, but just the instrumental. I was so bored. Like,
so their first dance was instrumental?
So bored.
You don't have to sing lyrics in your head.
Like, make up the lyrics
fill
as
in
you
the
go
words.
along. That's
literally,
crazy.
they were playing like Olumentane, you know, it was them days, like that type of Afrobeat.
Those songs, you knew the lyrics. That's crazy.
And there was no alcohol. I was so bored and I was so miserable that I left that reception and went to my Santander Christmas party, and that's saying something. And when I was changing out of so I went to Central London, went to the party, and I was changing out of my disgusting dirty dress that I had to wear for that thing. And someone from EastEnders was outside and she helped me to like get out of my dress. And then I went in and then I put on like, that's like she covered me up because it was such an ordeal. It was the worst thing that I've ever experienced in my life. And then I think when she got the pictures back, she was like, oh, was everything okay? Because you're not smiling in any of the pictures. I was like, why would I smile?
And I've been to the Uber driver.
Why would I smile?
Multiple trips in my pregnancy.
Uber driver.
Tired. In the cold.
With my pregnancy, tired, in the cold, in my little car. Like I had a little Corsa and I had to go back several times. But the thing is, I guess, don't be bridesmaids for people that you don't really know, because if she had known me, she would have known that.
That's crazy.
Don't ask me to do these types of things. I don't like it. But yeah, that's my little story time.
That's mad, you know.
See how she could be dragged into joint enterprise.
No. We're gonna have in that business model. We're gonna have no stress.
No stress.
No stress. No foolishness. Just vibes.
No, but I think in terms of like wedding dresses, I feel like it's really nice when you see that bridesmaids have dresses that like fit their shape. So it might not all be uniform, but it blends in somehow. So like I don't really like showing my arms. So I can't be wearing those boob tube dresses. I need something that's going to cover my arms. I might even need a peplum depending on how much pounded yam I've eaten that week. That's what I need for me. But also in the comments, I was talking about grooms. What are they called again? Groomsmaids. And Chrissy and Stacey are like absolutely not. Yeah. It's like
groomsmaid.
Yeah, she's gonna explain.
Yeah. It's like when the men, like maybe their best friend is a girl, so they have like their girl best friend as part of their groomsmen.
No, but so like tell them what she be wearing.
Stuff.
What is she wearing?
They'll be wearing a suit.
Wearing a suit.
And a tie. Trousers, suit, and a tie.
I think that's such...
And a little...
Why though?
I think... here's my truth.
Why don't they behave themselves?
This is at the groom's request. Because obviously, it's a groomsman, isn't it? So she's one of his best friends. So she dresses in uniform with the guys. Personally, I feel like it's a bush thing to do.
I think it's bush.
It's a bit bush.
Why?
Ma'am. Because you know what it is, yeah? Because you know, like with bridesmaids are not just the women's friends. I was a bridesmaid for my brother's wife. Like it can be, do you get me? Like it can be, girl, get on the girl side. Stop this.
No, but I feel, well, to be fair, it's a bit of the same. I feel like that's different because you're actually like, you're basically sisters with your brother's wife.
That's true, actually. Yeah,
but fair. This is like, you might not be, well, you should be, I think if you're close enough to be a
best friend to my man.
Maid. Yeah, then you should be also close to the wife. So maybe you could get away with being a bridesmaid. But
yeah,
I really like it when I see that. I think it's so cool. Yeah, I love it.
I hate when I see the women in a suit.
But yeah.
Because you know what? It's never like an Olivia Pope suit. It's like a man and they've just, it's pissed me off.
Oh, I saw one recently and it was like really tailored and nice. It still looks
maybe I haven't seen nice ones. The ones I've seen are like of Nigerian weddings. And the suits just look annoying as heck, man.
Boxy. No.
Yeah, like it's just been thrown at her.
Boxy, you know.
What are we doing here? Nah, man.
I don't like that. It has to be fitted and it has to go. But yeah, that's nice. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, girl.
Thank
we appreciate you
very
calling up.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye. But you know, that's another thing though. That basically some people tell you that you can't get pregnant. As the bridesmaid, you can't get pregnant.
Imagine being told you can't get pregnant.
So basically, but they let you know that if you get pregnant, by the way, I'm gonna have to drop you. For me, if you're worried about my body type, aesthetics, all that stuff, you do not care about the friendship, and I'd rather not be a bridesmaid. And actually, I'd rather just have a lie-in on that day. Rather not do all of this. It's not fun anyway. Like the wedding is a long ass day. And for bridesmaids, that's actually a bride. Like I show up for my friends. So as someone who's gonna show up for me, you can't be putting me on a diet. You can't tell me I can't get pregnant. Can't be telling me this, that, and the other. Oh, honey, please stop. Please.
That's a lot.
Have you seen that conversation about people proposing at your wedding? How you'd feel?
I've only seen it in films.
Yeah. Same.
So I haven't like seen it in real life.
I don't think it's the biggest deal though.
I personally feel like I don't feel like it's a big deal, but people get annoyed because they're like, oh, I haven't paid all this money and it's about me. It's my day. We're all still gonna remember that like whenever they say the engagement story, it's gonna be like, oh, it was at Esther's wedding.
Yeah, which is a nice thing, but obviously
I think it's beautiful.
The human ego and stuff is like it's my as you said, it's my day. Why are you coming to take shine from my day?
Because sorry.
No,
I was gonna say even this whole my day thing, that's why guys just feel like they're just a card.
Facts.
Yeah.
I want my partner to be involved with like the planning. Babes, do you like this cake or do you want us to have a different cake? I want you to be involved with every single thing. Do you get what I mean? Like I feel like this whole it's the woman's day. It's the woman's day. No, that's why you end up in a marriage on your own.
Yeah, but the problem is most women grow up saying that my day when
it's how we're socialized.
Yeah, so as you get older and once you actually get to that day, it's very hard to untrain. The guys just there. Think about it. You go to buy a wedding ring for your beloved wife or whatever. It's a big old shiny ring. The man just got a washer.
I'm gonna get my man a Rolex.
on the
and he proposes to me. I'm gonna give him a nice present.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
especially because you guys know I'm keeping the ring anyway.
Man just wearing washers and all that, man.
I've always said I'm gonna give my man something like if he proposes to me.
Significant.
Yeah, something sweet.
As opposed to like just wearing a washer.
What's a washer? Them dead rings in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Think about it.
Do you know what I mean? Because women have big diamonds.
This is what I'm saying.
And yours just plain silver.
This is what I'm saying to you. So even then, it's like you're not really you're
like
giving as much as you can, but the day's not about you. Like
I don't think that's the nice thing. I don't like when like I just don't think because my thing is like a marriage is two people, and so when you exclude a guy from the process of itself. But now you want him to. Now society has because it's a societal thing. We expect him though to be present in the marriage. I've always said like I want us to do things together and like I want you to, and that's why a lot of guys are not interested. And the women will be like, oh, I feel like you're not interested, but because it's your day, innit?
It's your day. It's not mine.
No, it's yours too. Cause I'm not getting married to myself.
I'm just part of the participation.
Better taste the cake, carrot or vanilla. What do you want? Or both. Yeah, my weddings are interesting, man.
Put on a suit and turn up.
But big up all the Brazilians out there. And keep your eyes out for our
yeah, it's coming, man.
Hire a bridesmaid. Hire a bridesmaid.
We're gonna come with a
sick name.
Yeah, sick name.
It's gonna be so cool,
Coming real soon.
I'm really excited to do it. I love a wedding.
Someone's just gonna walk into a room and just see us there, just
posted. But we'll be in character. That's the crazy thing. So it's not going to be Rich and Esther from TDA.
Yeah,
we're in character.
Because
we're going to change our names as well. 100%. It's not going to be Esther. Everyone can be doing Esther. How many people am I friends with? No. It's all part of the package you get. Emily today, Naomi tomorrow.
Yeah, I might be Lord something.
Okay, this is how. This might be our first disagreement as business partners. This might be our first disagreement as business partners. When man, keep your eyes peeled, man. They're coming to a wedding near you.
Coming.
Soon,
real soon.
Well, I think we can wrap up topic of the day there, man.
It's been a good topic.
It has.
All right, let's get into our next headlines.
So we're getting cooked.
Little storyteller.
All right, guys. So our next headline: Hillary Clinton back in the news, man.
I haven't heard about her in time.
For ages. You know what I'm saying? Once she lost, it was a wrap. But she's come back, man, with a bang. Okay. And she's basically compared Donald Trump to Adolf Hitler.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's a bit excessive.
There's worse people than Hitler. They didn't even mention them.
Facts.
Isn't that anti-Semitic?
For real, it should be,
Because I feel like as a Jewish person, but don't trivialize what we've been through.
You'll be triggered.
Yeah, don't trivialize what we've been through just from some clickbait headlines.
Yeah.
All right, y'all know what to do.
For real, man.
It's crazy that they mention Adolf Hitler and all the other people that are worse than him. They don't mention, even in school.
Who's worse than him?
The guy from Belgium.
Yeah, Leopold. King Leopold.
Chopping off people's hands. That's why they have a whole culture, with the whole chocolate thing there in those countries.
Congo.
I was gonna say that wasn't there a law? It's like the Sharia law or something like that.
No, but he wasn't. He was just doing it out of pure colonization.
Because he wanted to.
Yeah, because he didn't like it.
He killed about 14 million people from Congo.
A lot of people, like a lot more than
Hitler.
That's mad.
Yeah,
but they don't speak about him in schools.
It was so bad that white people told him to stop.
Wow, that's
Imagine, you know how
I
bad
feel
you
like,
gotta
hey, you're
be.
too far.
Yeah.
We don't like them too, but stop it.
You know how bad you gotta
Making us
be
look bad.
Yeah.
for the white man to come and be like, yeah,
Exactly.
you know what? He's moving a bit
That's
wild
crazy,
over
man.
there.
They had zoos over there with, black people as the animals. And
Oh, wow,
there's a lot of
that's
stuff over there
crazy.
that's happening, man. Just killing people like it was nothing. But yeah.
Alright.
Anyway.
I have the results of the poll.
Oh, yes, please.
All right, no sex before the white wedding. Do we uplift Western values above our own culture? 53% said traditional marriage, we are married. 36% said only once the contract is signed. And 9% said white wedding is the final stage.
People that said they
Final
were the
stage.
contracts, they're the ones fighting tooth and nail for the last spoon in the kitchen in the divorce.
Take half the kitchen, you know.
Mate, okay.
Take the Tupperware.
Everything, man. You know, petty people. That's kind of shit I would do.
No,
Someone said that one time. She said, what did she do? I think she took off so the curtains. There was something to do with the curtains. Something that's very vital but very small.
Oh, I think it's the what's called on the end of the rail.
Yeah,
the
something
curtain
like that.
comes.
So you would never really have, it's such an it's such a silly little thing, yeah. But it's such an inconvenience because anyone really sell that little thing kind of thing. So that my kind of queen. I like petty stuff, man. That's my vibe.
Well, Hillary Clinton, she's basically offered a blunt warning about the dangers of having a second Trump presidency. That's basically why she was talking about Hitler and stuff, right? So Trump back in the White House, Clinton said during an appearance on ABC's daytime talk show, The View, on Wednesday, she said would be the end of our country as we know it. And I don't say that lightly. The former First Lady, Senator and Secretary of State said, when I was Secretary of State, I used to talk about one and done. What I meant by that is that people would get legitimately elected and then they'll try to do away with elections and do away with opposition and do away with the free press. She basically went on to say that Hitler was duly elected. All of a sudden, somebody with those tendencies, dictatorial, authoritarian tendencies, will be like, okay, we're going to shut this down. We're going to throw these people in jail. And they didn't usually telegraph that. Trump is telling us what he intends to do, right? Clinton's comments came days after a Washington Post report detailing how Trump is discussing how to use the Justice Department to investigate political rivals and former allies who have been critical of him should he return to the White House. He's also discussing invoking the Insurrection Act on his first day in office, which would allow him to use the U.S. military domestically to quell protests and dissent, something that he talked about by military leaders during his one-time presidency. So yeah, man, this is talking about a bunch of stuff, and people don't like it.
To be fair, what I will say is I don't think Trump wants war. Where Biden, on the other hand, is more open to X, Y, Z happening. Like Trump's not trying to say Trump's trying to get in bed with the Russians, but at least he's,
Why don't make money, man?
Yeah, just what I'm saying, trying to have some kind of peace because no one's really trying to get into smoke with Putin. And we're having this conversation 2 days ago, basically. And basically saying, look, man, just where we are now as a country, just England itself as an island, anything hits the water, let alone the actual land itself, we are finished. We are done and done. So, people have to be mindful of that. But we've never had to actually worry about war. We kind of see it in other countries, and you hear about the past World War I, World War II, whatever, but now there's like there's actual a possibility that something's around the corner or down the road. So, yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Next headline. AstraZeneca is facing legal action over its COVID vaccine. Right, basically a man who suffered a severe brain injury.
Wow.
Yeah, man. After he had the jab in April 2021. So he's the father of two by the name of Jamie Scott, and he suffered a blood clot that left him with brain damage and unable to keep working. The action taken under the Consumer Protection Act alleges that the vaccine was defective as it was less safe than individuals were entitled to expect. So studies suggest that COVID vaccines have saved millions of lives. This is what people are saying, obviously. And obviously certain studies are going to show and prove that, right? But in June of 2022, the World Health Organization said that AstraZeneca vaccine was safe and effective for individuals aged 18 and above. The legal action is at least a year away from a full court hearing. A further claim from about 80 people who said that they were injured by the AstraZeneca vaccine, is also due to be launched later this year, but Mr. Scott's case is expected to be heard first. AstraZeneca said that patient safety is our highest priority, and regulatory authorities have clear and stringent standards to ensure the safe use of all medicines, including vaccines. Our sympathy goes out to anyone who has lost loved ones or reported health problems. Yeah, man. And our last headline takes us to Burundi, man, where prosecutors in Burundi on yesterday, called for the sacked Prime Minister, Alain Guillaume Bunyoni, to be sentenced to life in prison. Right? He's been on trial since September before the Supreme Court, sitting in session at the prison in the political capital of Gitega, where he's being detained. Bunyoni was a prime minister from mid-2020 until September 2022, when he was fired, right, days after President Evariste warned of a coup plot against him. He's accused of threatening the life of the head of state, undermining national security, attempting to topple government institutions, destabilizing the economy, and illegal enrichment, among other charges. The prosecutor, Jean Bosco Bukumi, said that for all these reasons, I request that Alain Guillaume Bunyoni will be punished with a sentence of penal servitude for life. Bukumi also called for a fine of about $2,500 and damages equivalent to twice the value of 153 houses and plots of land and the 43 vehicles belonging to him. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
Nice. Let's get into some word on road. Okay, people. Well, Nicki Minaj is doing, she's out here, out and about in anticipation of her latest album, a new album that's going to be coming out soon. And she had a cover with Vogue, and she had a whole conversation with them. Very beautiful, because she shows her son as well, which I believe she shows him, to be fair, but it was a photo shoot with her son, and it just looks really, really beautiful. Very, very nice, giving good vibes. And she talks about motherhood, she talks about marriage, talks about her new album, and yeah, a lot more stuff, man. To read out some quotes from there, she talks about, in regards to her son, she says, I look at my son's face and my whole soul lights up. He has no clue how nerve-wracking it's been for me to be a mother and an artist. And obviously with her marriage, there's been a lot of controversy. That's right.
Controversy,
yeah. Regarding the man she's married to, on account of his previous offences and such. Murder, alleged murder. Let me just say, alleged murder, alleged sexual violence, alleged foolishness, basically. And she says, because I've known my husband, so she's known her husband for so long, which she said for a while, but she says, because I've known my husband for so long, there's an ease we have with each other. We make each other laugh, we're silly, and we're always reminiscing about some old story. If it was a guy that I met as Nicki Minaj, I think I'd feel like they liked me because I'm Nicki Minaj. And what if I don't look like Nicki Minaj every day? And that combined with pregnancy, that probably would have made me crazy. And she says, deep down inside, I believe that once I had a family, I would just lose the desire to make music. I would always tell people, watch when I have a child. I'm going to cook every meal for him and bake cookies every day. Maybe subconsciously, I hoped my focus would just be on being a mother. And I looked forward to the idea. It felt like a relief, but that happened. But what happens is that you find out you have to work. But yeah, man, her album's coming out soon. It's called Pink Friday 2. I'm looking forward to it, man, because I used to be a really, really big Nicki fan, but she's just embarrassed me.
Good number. Embarrassed you, did you?
She does, yeah, man. She's maybe like Agbaya. Like, it's just like, come on, man. Like, she was trying to do things that was just like, oh, this is just silly and embarrassing. The whole thing with Cardi.
Okay.
I feel like she has I personally feel as though she has an issue with like younger artists that coming up. It's like this. It's like a whole like you're gonna be replaced.
A lot of people do though.
But you're Nicki Minaj. Sit in that. Recognize that and sit in that. Do you get what I mean? And like be a form of like mentor to these girls and stop acting a damn fool all over the internet, man. But anyway, big up Nicki though. I am gonna listen to the album when it comes out. I am looking forward to it, and I hope it is giving me Pink Friday vibes. Next news, trigger warning on this. Trigger warning of domestic violence, domestic abuse, and misogynistic men. So basically, Keke Palmer has filed a domestic violence restraining order against her Darius Jackson, the one who was like, but you were a mother though. That guy.
The one I was talking about her Usher stuff.
Yeah.
I thought they got back to the amended everything.
Apparently they really didn't. They were just trying to see if they could figure things out. But yeah, she's filed a restraining order. She's filed a domestic violence restraining order, and also is filing for legal and physical sole custody of her son. And she's also, in the court documents, she says that she has video footage of him being abusive that will be played in court. So one of the incidents she's talked about, giving an example of, that's in the court document. So trigger warning again, of domestic violence. She says, Darius trespassed into my home. So essentially what was meant to happen was that he was meant to pick up the son or something like that, but the son was with Kiki's sister to see family and whatever. So she said, Darius trespassed into my home without my knowledge or consent, threatened me, then physically attacked me, lunging for my neck, striking me, throwing me over the couch, and stealing my phone when I told him I was going to call the police. She also included screenshots of, the security footage. Obviously, it will be played when they go to court. Over this, she says that he's abused her multiple times over the last 2 years of them being together. She said on that incident, he basically body slammed her onto the stairs by her neck. She also says that, it's a quote from the document. She said, there's many instances of physical violence, including striking and grabbing me around the neck, descriptions of Darius destroying my personal property, including diaries and prescription eyeglasses, throwing my belongings into the street, throwing my car keys to prevent me from driving away, hitting me in front of our son, spewing profanities about me to our son, threatening to kill himself with a gun if I left him, harassment, and other physical and emotional abuse. So it's crazy. And then his silly older brother, crazy guy as well. That one has got his own issues in this life. What's his name again? Sarunas Jackson. He played a character in Insecure. He then tweeted, the most disgusting, vile, abusive, manipulative person I have ever encountered in my entire life. Abuses almost everyone, y'all will see. Just send positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of something like this does not deserve it at all. Wow, so damn sad. I'm reading that, but I'm not thinking that's about Kiki. I'm thinking that's about his brother. But Kiki's mum, who no one ever sees, she's been Kiki's manager for years, been in the industry for 22 plus years. She actually posted a video to address his tweet. So I don't know, because he obviously doesn't say anything in his tweet, but in his tweet, I'm not thinking he's talking about Kiki.
Well, what? It sounds like he'd be defending his brother, though, no?
No, unless he knows that his brother is a sicko.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like if it was Kiki, he would have said she's lying. But he says nothing about lying. He says the most disgusting, vile, abusive, manipulative person I've ever encountered in my entire life, and abuses almost everyone. First of all, Kiki's been in here in the industry since she was a kid. We've never heard any bad thing about her. Like, she's never involved in any drama. The first drama she was involved in was the whole Trey Songz thing, and people did not believe her. Now watch all these. She was telling y'all Trey Songz is a sexual predator. No one believed her. Now watch all these lawsuits that he keeps trying to clear on the low, where he's about to be the next R. Kelly. So do you know what I mean? So that was only the first thing that was bad press in terms of her, and she was right about that. So I don't know.
If that was your brother, would you come out and say that?
I'm not saying anything about anybody.
But if it was your brother, though,
I'm not saying anything about anybody.
That's why I don't understand I understand support for her in general.
Yeah.
But I don't understand.
But he's not an all right person either. He's not a level-headed person. Like, he's got a lot of dramas. He's had a lot of like scandals attached to him anyway. So he's not a level-headed person for it to be like, oh my gosh, this person's saying something. Do you get what I mean? So her mum Sharon put a video out, and she was like, I'd never do anything like this. And we know this because some people don't even know what the Keke Palmer's mum looks like. She's like, I'd never do anything like this. I don't get involved in anything, blah, blah. But she was like, the audacity for Darius's brother to say these things. She's like, she went to him a year ago to say to him, your brother's abusive to my daughter, da, 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 da. And basically the guy who did the tweet, Sarunas, he basically said to Kiki's mum that, he used to do the same thing. And basically, so Kiki's mum was like, how dare you say this about how dare you tweet this when your brother learned all this foolishness from you, probably learned all this foolishness from you, because you guys are birds of the same feather. So it's a bit up in the air about what's going on. And then obviously, as we know, Darius loves to tweet. It's like when he tweeted the whole outfit thing she wore, some people, I feel like people are not, sometimes with things, yeah, it's not just what it is that's been presented to you, it's the bigger picture behind those things. Abusers will try to embarrass you and try to get a bunch of people to also like tear you down and stuff like that. Whatever, him tweeting that was an abusive thing to do, especially when that's meant to be your girlfriend and you have direct access to her. Him wanting to shame her in front of the world was an abusive thing to do. It was a manipulative way to go about expressing his opinion. But anyways, he's posted a picture of him and his son talking about, I love you, son, see you soon. It's crazy, man. You never really know what's going on in people's homes, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. But love and light to Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer has always been flipping non-problematic. Sis just minds the business. And if you think of how long it is she's been in this business, sis has always been unproblematic and whatnot. So you already know where I stand anyway on that. So that's just that. But love and light to Keke, man. I hope they're able to sort it out and he gets the day he deserves. All that being said, I'm a Celebrity lineup is out. I reported this last year because that's what I do. And I didn't watch it because that's what I don't do. But I am going to watch it this year. And you know I'm going to watch it this year?
Wow.
Nella Rose is on I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah, I think I saw that
Get me out of here.
Yeah, big up to her, man.
Big up. I just told you guys yesterday about her house, about she bought a house. She's on I'm a Celebrity, Get me out of here. And guess what? She's the youngest contestant in this year's series, so I'm right. But yeah, she's the youngest contestant on the series this year. But she's there with some other really cool people. I can't wait to watch it because Nella is funny. And I just want to see how she gets over these challenges. She's going to be so hilarious. So as you guys know, Ant and Dec, present the show and blah, blah, blah. And so the lineup, the people that are on there is Tony Bellew. Boxer. Yeah, he's on there.
That's good.
How'd you pronounce it?
Bellew. Tony Bellew.
Yeah, he's on there. He's going to be on there. Jamie Lynn Spears. Yeah. Britney Spears' younger sister.
No one who she is.
She's Zoe 101.
She's what?
She's an actress. Zoe 101.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Nickelodeon. But basically, the show got stopped because she got pregnant. She got pregnant at 16.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that was the end of that show. But I'm going to be voting her to do every Bush Tucker trial for all the shit she's done to Britney. So Britney Hive.
She's one of them.
She's one of them. Oh, she never listened to her. And then she was always like, she was saying, I reported on it when she was saying, she was basically just saying stuff about her sister and like trying to like diminish her experiences, all that kind of stuff. She and Britney don't talk.
So guess she was on the dad's side.
She's on the dad's side. Nobody is on Britney's side in the family.
That's crazy.
But there's this one like dance and
no.
Saggy Pint.
Do you know why is the pant gonna be saggy? Do you know what? Speaking about her dance, I was gonna put it in the New Black community on Twitter. Yeah, I thought I might get blocked out. Because they'll be like, hey, you hear your quote for the Britney post. But basically, people was like, you guys, you realize this is how she used to dance and talk.
What?
It is. Because someone put a video.
Oh, yeah, that's tragic.
That's how she used to dance and talk, but she was just fully clothed.
She's not evolved, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So remember everything that's happened to her. Mentally, she takes herself back to when she was her freest and happiest. So it's almost like she's in a loop of just being in that place where she's happy.
But then doesn't she need the help?
She doesn't need help.
She's in the wrong place.
Nah, she's in the best place. That was when she was literally on top of the world. She was the Britney Spears. We got Britney and a little pants, man. them low waist joints. Big up her, man. They must be custom made. I've never seen them that low. M&S them selling that low. I've never seen them that low. It's crazy. Anyway, big up Britney. But yeah, Jamie is going to be on the show. And guess I'm going to be voting her for every Bush Tucker trial. Whether it's to eat kangaroo penis, whether it's to be locked in a coffin with rats, wherever the challenge is, I am voting Jamie Lynn Spears. It is payback time. Payback time. But I mean, someone else is going to share her votes. Nigel Farage.
Wow. He's a brave man.
He's getting the other side of my votes.
He's a brave man.
He's going to be I need to see that man eat some penises live on air. That's what I need to see. I need to see him.
Why would you put why would you put yourself in that position?
Wouldn't you do it?
I mean, I would do it, but not coming from a position.
You would win.
No, I don't know if I would win because there's certain
I feel like you would.
There's certain things I'm like, I can survive.
You give me survivor vibes.
100%.
Because you're so nice and chill,
Exactly.
people wouldn't
People
vote
like
for
you,
you.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
people wouldn't vote for you to do it. Because you have to, that's the game of the show. You have to be likable so the public don't vote for you to do things. So you see me have hella phobias. When I'm going there, I'm the most confident person. I would never let people know what my fears are. Otherwise, I do like Gillian McKeith. That was food.
Make you eat everything, you know. I ain't eating no kangaroo dick. What?
Bro.
No.
And it's the
man.
way Anne and Dex say it, they'll be like, oh, what's this? They'll be like, do you want to know? Like, yeah, they're like, it's ostrich penis. It's like, what?
That's crazy, man. That's
Yeah, man. But Nigel Farage is going to be in there. Listen to anybody else we care about. Do you guys know Nick Picard?
Picard, nah.
no.
He's in Hollyoaks. Well, no one cares.
Definitely don't know.
There's a woman
Is
called
that show still going?
Apparently so.
We got
You know the shows have been going in the UK. They're still with Emmerdale, Hollyoaks,
EastEnders.
EastEnders, Downton Abbey. I think I want to try that.
Downton Abbey.
I think I want to try that.
No, Downton Abbey's not still going, is it?
I don't know.
No,
Are you sure?
When you used to
Why
watch
would that have
Downton Abbey?
ended?
You still watch Downton Abbey?
It's not going on again.
It's not. Was it interesting?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
What was it about?
No, it's not.
Downton Abbey.
It's a period drama.
Yeah.
Did you say no to
I
us?
like period dramas, but Downton
said
Abbey
no,
is
it's
not one for me.
Yeah,
I think it was good, man.
that's your opinion. But it was
Okay, let me ask you this. Is it better than Tudors?
Tudors, they're completely different.
Yeah, but period though, is okay, older.
What
It's older.
It's not
Older.
as far
Sorry.
as that.
So when you
Period
say
is
period, I was
period.
thinking older. I think Tudors 1800. Sorry.
This was like what? During the war times, right? Just before?
Yeah.
Yeah, around them times.
And they showed how all of the that type of class got kind of like replaced, or they had to downsize or downgrade their importance in society. And they covered it really well, man.
Downton Abbey.
I think I only watched like the first
it
two
really well.
seasons. I missed it all.
They had everything in it. Even had some blacks, some Downton blacks.
Downton Black.
Interracial stuff.
How much seasons was it?
A lot.
Downton Abbey.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Even the clip that I used. That went
Oh,
viral
yes,
this
that
other day
auntie.
Had, yeah.
That grandma.
Yeah, she's good, man.
She's from Bridgeton. I'll check it out actually. I started watching recently because I love a good show. I started watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Kind of had
The only time, first time I heard of it was Keith recommended it on talked about it on Free Shots years ago, and I've tried, but I never get past episode 1. But now I think I'm on season 2. It's flipping hilarious because you know those comedies where it's like racism, anti-Semitism,
Everything's on there.
fat phobia, homophobia, like all that, like it's just very free with it kind of thing.
I like that.
It's do you know what I mean? It's so funny because it's like it's just funny.
Yeah, without being censored.
Do you know what I mean? It was obviously it's an old show as well, but it's just so funny. Like they met a black guy, the one said like, "Hey brother," and he looked at them like, they're like, "No, we didn't say brother because you're black. We just didn't." It's very it's like awkward comedy and it's just so funny, man. Even like alcoholics, like they talk about like alcoholism and like crack. They discovered what's it called, like welfare payment, and then they decided that they were gonna just be on it. And then the woman was like, "I need evidence that you're actually addicted to crack." Guess what it did? For crack. So it's one of those like silly, dumb comedies, but it's really funny, man. Do you guys know who Fred Sirius is?
No.
Yeah, it's something about fancy restaurant. I don't really care. Frankie Dettori. Something about racing.
That's
The racer guy.
The famous guy.
Yeah.
He's not that famous.
Yeah, he's better known,
Yeah,
He's all over the
Yeah, the
place.
horse racer.
Well, big up him. Well, he's gonna be racing in the jungle. Danielle Harolds. She was in EastEnders. Sam Thompson. He's on a red carpet. The picture they used of him is on a red carpet with Crocs on.
He's on Brighton.
I can't even see his face.
Oh.
So they photoshopped that.
No, he actually wore that. We know when that tried to be edgy.
That is not edgy.
No, it's not.
That is not.
He's from Made in Chelsea. That makes sense.
Okay.
Marvin Humes. Rochelle Humes' husband from JLS. Big up Marvin.
The singer.
Yeah, he and Rochelle are just a beautiful couple, man. I love their union.
That's why he's bald now.
He's always been bold.
Oh, he isn't?
Bro, can we get an old picture of JLS, please? If possible?
It's better.
Yeah.
You sure?
Marvin ain't never had hair. I'm trying to think what hairstyle would he have had.
Like a fade, like a normal.
Yeah, he had hair.
Or maybe.
Yeah. Those days are done. Join the
He looks
gang.
nice bald though. I like bald men with a nice beard.
Well, bald man and no beard is not it now.
That's just a face. It's just a thumb. Grace Dent. She's a MasterChef judge. Do you guys watch MasterChef?
Sometimes.
This lady.
I've watched it with... No, I don't remember.
That's not a Fratton picture. No. Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's how I remember him.
Oh, big up Marvin, man. Yeah, he's going to be in the jungle as well. Yeah, man, that's it. That's all the people. I think it's going to be really. I think it's going to be a good season, but of course because Nella's there. But I'm going to be supporting Nella. I'm so proud of her, man. Like she makes my heart full. I'm so proud of her. That's a different level because she hosted. I think the red carpets of Brit Awards. So this girl is different. It's a different market now. So big up Nella Rose, and big up everybody that's going to be on there. Marvin Humes as well. So I'm going to be watching to support them. Jamie Lynn Spears and Nigel Farage, watch your back. Watch your back, honey. But yeah, man, that's all from me. Let's get into People's Journal.
Okay.
I should say afterwards.
All right, cool. All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. I ain't got much to talk about today, yeah. First thing is just that the UK economy apparently is flatlined, man.
Sorry?
No growth.
Flatline.
No growth.
Whenever I hear flatline, I think of Charlie Mace. When he was he was a 90s baby. 90s baby show, big up 90s baby. Have you seen the new studio? Beautiful. And basically, he was like how he can't deal with another heartbreak. He was like, the doctor told me that if I get one more heartbreak, I'm gonna flatline.
He's a funny guy.
He's so funny. He's so funny. Absolutely hilarious. Big up Charlie Mace, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, the UK economy has flatlined. But it's avoided a recession.
That's good, though.
Yeah, so
I didn't know we left
it's not
it,
the worst thing. No growth is better than like a contraction.
Then a dip.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah.
GDP rose by 0.2% over the month. This was apparently because there was a boost in film production, health and education industries throughout August. So they kind of revised it down to 0.1% from 0.2%. Yeah, there isn't much to talk about, to be fair, with regards to that particular thing. It's just a good thing that we avoided a recession, you know what I'm saying? Because a recession is basically defined as 2 quarters of basically contraction, basically, right? And it wasn't 2 quarters. So basically, yeah, we're not in a recession, which is good. But obviously, we're not too far from one, I guess, technically, because obviously there wasn't that much growth. Next thing I wanted to mention is Shell is suing Greenpeace, the activist group, right, for 1.7 million, man. Apparently, some of their activists got excited and jumped on board. 1.7 billion, yeah.
Billion?
No, million.
Million, oh.
Yeah. So they got the
Greenpeace ain't got that.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, they're trying to get them out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, these people got excited and jumped on board one of their moving oil vessels, putting up a sign saying, stop drilling, start paying.
Well, they're going to pay.
There you go. So yeah, man, they're facing 1.7 million. Well,
for actually, what though?
Yes, for being on their thingy. Why are you coming on our property and causing problems?
Why is it like on their lorry?
Yeah, no, it's actually on their it's at sea. Like it's an oil
rig.
Oil rig.
And they just put a poster there.
No, they came on it. They were on it, standing there with their. Let me show you.
Oh, yeah, so and 1.7 million for that?
Yeah.
How do they even get
for
on
trespassing? That's just a crime.
Well, basically, Greenpeace is seeing it as them just being using some intimidation tactics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's 2 different things here. But basically, overall, what they're saying is, it's a £7 million lawsuit, right? 1.3 million. Shell seeking 1.7 million pounds in damages, but had offered to reduce its claim to 1.1 million pounds in return for campaigners agreeing not to protest again.
They just want them to piss off.
Yeah, exactly. Any of their infrastructures, the oil gas infrastructures, right? Documents that were seen by Sky News suggested that it was seeking damages from Greenpeace of 5.3 million. So obviously the damages, 5.3 million, plus the actual 1.7 million elsewhere, for them to not protest equals 7 million.
I'm not being funny, but those boats and those look old as shit. So when you're talking about there ain't no damage being done in those. The rust has been rusting for the last 30 years. You guys are still going back and forth to different countries. So they're just trying to strong arm them into basically not like protesting. I get.
They don't want to interfere.
Plus, they can tie them up in the what's that word? Litigation.
Oh yeah.
They can tie them up in litigation in the court system for years if they want.
Yep, 100%.
So boy.
So yeah, there isn't much more, man. To be fair, the other thing I did want to mention the other day, man. This is sad news. Yeah, well, yeah, it's sad. But basically, according to a charity, let me get the name of the charity. I can't remember. I'll find it. But basically, they said about a 250,000 mothers with young children have left their jobs due to childcare pressures.
Oh, that's sad.
250,000.
250,000, yeah. Yeah, man. So large numbers of women are pretty much missing out on their career opportunities, man. Because of the same reason. So some people are leaving. Some people are obviously maybe not being able to push themselves in particular areas whilst still maintaining that job. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they can't do certain things. They have to be out of work at a certain time. Go and pick up their kids, take the kids to wherever they need to take them to, man. So yeah, according to the Fawcett Society, more mothers are working than ever before at any other time. You know what I'm saying? But because of that, they're now facing what amounted to what they call in their words a motherhood penalty. You know what I'm saying? Because their careers are not progressing. So yeah, man, it's not looking good, man. But they're pretty much trying to, I guess, put certain things in place where it kind of, you know what I mean, things don't have to stay stagnant for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it really for the People's Journal today.
Thank you very much. Can you guys like the video, please? All those shits and giggles we've been doing today.
Shiggles and giggles.
There you have it. Can you please like the video? Can you ask them to like the video, please, Rich?
I'm only going to tell you once, people. Why are you laughing? That's it. No, for real though, people, like, come on, man. Like, you want a live show, you want this, you want that. I'm sure at some point in time, you guys are going to be asking for stuff. We're going to remember this. Either which way though, please, like the video.
What's the likes one? Because what is coming up on my page is mad.
What's wrong?
What do you mean?
Because if it's what it is saying on my side, we're ending the show right now. There's no last headlines today. It's coming up at 41 for me.
No.
I even came off it. I went back in. It's still...
Serious?
Refresh it.
No, it's like
I'm refreshing.
137.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yeah.
Because I keep coming in and out of it, and it's like 41. And I was like, you think we're here to be jesting? We're jesters.
YouTube's lying to you, man.
All right, man. Please like the video, as we said. And also, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please make sure you are. And if you're on Spotify and everywhere else you are, there is a rating system. Please rate us 5 stars. It's greatly appreciated. Let's get into our last headlines for today.
All right, so our next headline takes us to the beautiful country of Somalia, man. Big up the Somali people.
Big up.
Yeah, man. Apparently, there's some floods that are caused by some serious torrential rains, and they've killed at least 29 people, man. Yeah, man, and displaced more than 300,000. Can you imagine?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. This is according to the head of Somalia's disaster management agency, right? The El Nino phenomenon has intensified the rainy season in the Horn of Africa, resulting in equally disastrous outcomes in Ethiopia. So 20 people have died in Ethiopia, and in Kenya as well, 15 fatalities. So it's crazy, man. So in Somalia, which has already experienced the worst drought in 40 years, right? Since 2020, the floods are predominantly impacting the southwest of the country. The authorities and humanitarian organizations are presently engaged in a crucial mission to evacuate without delay up to 2,400 individuals who are encircled by surging floodwaters in Luke, which is placed in the southwest of the country, right? So this is what was announced on X, on Twitter, right? So Somalia is highly vulnerable to climate change due to its population of 17 million people who majority live off livestock and agriculture. You know what I'm saying? So the country is currently experiencing extreme weather conditions with a higher frequency and intensity. The WMO, which is the World Meteorological Organization, they announced on Tuesday that El Nino, which is usually associated with rising temperatures, droughts in some areas of the world and heavy rains in others, will persist until April. Can you imagine? So yeah, man, this is horrible. So yeah, hopefully things are not as bad as they're actually projected. Next headline, trigger warning here, and Mr. Henry, who's 34, basically, long story short, police are hunting for a missing man who goes by the name of Justin Henry, right? And they Yeah. Anyway, I'll get into it. Mr. Henry, 34, was last seen at a McDonald's drive-through on London Road in Croydon, right, October 15th. 2 men aged 29 and 28 have been charged with his murder. So they basically found him. They were hunting for... officers hunting for him found a red Nissan in Purley, right, in South Croydon on Monday, and the body was found in the boot on Tuesday.
What the hell?
As the car was being forensically examined. No formal identification has taken place, but Mr. Henry's family have been told of the development, right? A post-mortem has taken place on Thursday, and it didn't reveal the cause of death, or they haven't at least told anybody, right? The Detective Chief Inspector Matt Webb of the Met Specialist Crime Command said that due to the need to preserve forensic evidence, officers conducted a careful and methodical examination of the scene. However, on Tuesday, we confirmed that a body was in the car, and we spoke to Justin's family later that day. We are waiting to formally confirm the identity of the body. My heart goes out to his family, who has suffered weeks of anxiously waiting for news. Justin's family are understandably very upset, and we would ask media to respect their privacy at this very difficult time. While we have charged 2 people with Justin's murder, we would still like anyone who has any information on the Red Nissan's movements in the days following Justin's disappearance to call the police. We still need and ask for the public's health. So yeah, man. Sad news, man. And the last headline, this is somewhat linked to the reaction, but the Colombian government says that the National Liberation Army, the ELN rebel group, right, has released the father of Liverpool footballer Luis Diaz after kidnapping him nearly 2 weeks ago. In a statement on Thursday, a Colombian delegation that has been negotiating with the ELN in pursuit of a peace deal welcomed the release of Luis Manuel Diaz, but said that his kidnapping should never have happened. Local television channels showed Mr. Diaz, his father, at an airstrip in the city of Valledupar on Thursday after exiting a helicopter. The Liverpool and Colombian national football team striker has implored the kidnappers to release his father. Implored the kidnappers to release his father, who was taken hostage at gunpoint in northern Colombia on October the 31st. So yeah, man, at least he got a good ending in the end of it.
Yeah, at least he's free, man.
So yeah, but that's pretty much it for the headlines. It's time to pay the bills.
Lovely, thank you. Let's get into the reaction.
Okay. So I totally thought something else.
What did you go
man.
for? What did you go for?
No, I thought something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games.
That's what I looked at. I said, it's a list.
Yeah, there's a lot of games, man.
Yeah, it's hella games.
You know what? Should we do take it turns?
Yeah, go another one, man.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll do the first one.
I ain't got the what's called, so.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
God damn it. All right, cool.
All right, let's do this.
All right. You want to start?
I can go first.
Okay. Ajax, 0. Brighton, 2.
Linz ask.
Lens.
They take what they get. They can Lens ask won 3-0 against Union Saint Gillois.
Villarreal beat Maccabi Haifa 2-1.
And Bayer Leverkusen.
Bayern Leverkusen.
What country is this?
German.
Yeah,
Okay. Beat Karabag FK 1-0.
And Rennes beat Panathinaikos 3-1.
Servette 2-1 against Sheriff Tripasopol.
Might as well.
Yeah, that works.
It works. It works.
Slavia Prague beat Roma 2-0.
Toulouse won 3 against Liverpool, who scored 2.
AEK Athens lost 2-0 to Marseille.
Atalanta got 1-0 against Sturm Graz.
And Molde.
Someone's not.
Happy with the pronunciation.
Yeah, clearly.
Morning.
Good morning.
Do you know what? I was waiting for the reaction.
Oh, wait, okay. We're trying to read. We're struggling through the scores at the moment.
Yeah, let's say the scores quickly, yeah? Molde beat Hacken 3-1.
Rangers scored 2 against the Sparta Prague, who scored 1.
Real Betis beat Aris Limassol 4-1.
This was clearly a game. SC Freiburg scored 5. Freiburg scored 5. And Baka Topola didn't even show up. So that's that. It's 5-0.
Sporting Lisbon beat Rako Cheskowa 2-1.
And West Ham United scored 1 against Olympiacos FC, and they scored 0.
Olympiacos.
What the hell is that?
That's
The Greece.
yeah.
There's actually a lot of like football teams.
Olympiacos? Yeah. I'm thinking of one team in France. Sorry, yes, Olympiacos.
Quick question. Sorry, caller. You see the players that play for these like Olympiacos and all these funny names? Do they get paid well?
Yeah, they get paid a decent wage.
Not decent.
They get paid
Well.
They get paid well. Yeah, they get paid well.
At this level, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone doesn't need to just look at Arsenal and them.
Ah, no.
No. There's plenty of teams that get paid well.
I will be at your wedding. Hear you soon.
Yeah, trust me.
Morning, caller.
Morning.
You got login on your background. What did you want to contribute to the reaction today?
I did hear one result, the Liverpool one.
Oh, yeah, we said it, They lost to Toulouse.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Are you a Liverpool
Do you
fan?
know what? So my husband is a Liverpool fan.
Oh, okay.
So yesterday, while the game was on, I got was a series of texts.
Yeah.
And the first one went, I don't want to lose to Toulouse. The second one was, that's two to Toulouse. And I was just like, what?
I'm so done.
And then it carried on. You don't want to lose by 2 to Toulouse.
And guess what?
Defense is
didn't
Toulouse to Toulouse by 2 to Toulouse.
Bloody hell. You did lose to Toulouse.
I blame the away changing rooms of Toulouse, which only have Toulouse. There's probably an issue with number 2s with the Toulouse at Toulouse.
There's a lot of spoken word going on.
It's going to open the door, close the door.
Open the door.
I am so confused.
I was like that, and I was just like, "Oh, I can't wait to share this news with you lot this morning."
That's all. So your husband's out here worrying about his team, and you're out here bringing him for content. It's a running theme today. That's too funny, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, my darling.
No worries. Take care, guys.
Bye.
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 Yeah, man. Did you guys watch the game?
I didn't watch none.
I wanted to, but I was just so busy.
No, you did not. No, you did
I was
not.
so busy.
Have you ever watched a football match?
Of course I have. I watched
live or like on TV?
Yeah, I watched the World Cup ones.
Every 4 years.
First of all, let me silly.
You watch some
No,
football.
yeah, but I can't keep up with all this Toulouse and Northern people. I can't keep up. But
No one's trying to keep
I
up with
watch-
Toulouse and the Toulouse and.
I mean, I wonder why. But no, I do here and then. I don't. No, actually, I only watch if I'm dating someone
So
that's
you
watching a
haven't
football
got
match.
you haven't got a football team. You support them basically.
I support whatever my man at the moment is supporting.
That's crazy.
Of course, it's not.
Just some-
That's not crazy. That's I'm a supportive
No,
girl.
you support him. I hear that, but
Exactly.
he's got a dedicated team that he watches every week.
Yeah, and I'm as dedicated as he is to this relationship. And once we're no longer dedicated, move
So-
on to
so
the next
one,
team.
One year you could be supporting Arsenal, the next year you could be supporting Man City.
That's what happens in life.
crazy.
Grow and evolve.
I hear you.
But I find it interesting that when the match, like I enjoy football. I actually enjoy watching football. So I never have an issue when like a guy's watching football with me, blah, blah, blah. Because I get very passionate, but I just can't keep up with all of this.
But you've been to a live game now.
No, I haven't. I want to though.
You've been to a live
No,
game?
I haven't.
Okay, cool.
I want to though.
The man might have to arrange that for you.
Yeah, let me know, man. I do a live reporting, women in sports.
This is
Like
it.
international. Koi met somebody the other day. Who did she meet? Lampard? Is that Lampard?
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
Football?
Frank Lampard.
Yeah, that's who she met. And I was like, I was like, sis, look at you taking women in sports international. She's like, that's how we do it. I said, there you have it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Watch me. I'll be in a game soon.
Where'd you meet him?
She's in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sick.
Not
very
bad.
cool.
You know, there's some big games on the weekend. Chelsea playing Man City.
Chelsea gonna lose.
At home?
Oh, that's a bit.
Yeah, I don't see them. They're hit and miss.
Even though what they did to Tottenham?
No, Tottenham went 2 men down. No, do you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
you're expected to win. The man want to play a high line with 2 men down. You're gonna get turned over. I don't see Chelsea even getting a result or even a draw, and unless Man City just don't turn up, which I don't see happening.
Okay.
Who's Arsenal playing?
Burnley.
They'll win that. Even
I
though
hope so.
Burnley will be decent for like the first 10 minutes, and then no, because they obviously Wasco got them playing well, but they're not getting the results they want. So yeah, he's not pep yet. Oh, he's United playing.
Luton.
Luton will probably beat us.
Old Trafford.
Doesn't matter. We lost.
You
lost
just support again, Man United.
Yeah, and we lost to Copenhagen and we were 2-0 up. Okay, cool. The red card changes in the game and all that, but then again we went 3-2 up and we lost the lead again. So it's like we're in the mud, man. Stuck in the mud right now.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's rough.
Liverpool's playing Brentford.
Tricky game. And bear in mind, Liverpool just about got a draw the other day against Luton. So that's why I say Luton will. Like Luton will be looking at us and be like, "Ooh, maybe we can get something over there."
Yeah.
So, yeah, Brentford's a tricky game. Is that home or away?
Home.
So Liverpool's at home. Yeah, Liverpool should beat them, but Brentford's they're no mugs.
True. Brighton's playing Sheffield United.
No, Brighton should beat them, man. Even though Sheffield United will probably be a bit stubborn for a bit, but Brighton should beat them. They got enough quality in there. Sheffield United don't really score a lot of goals other than Archer up front. There's not really much going forward for them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, West Ham playing Nottingham Forest.
Could be a draw.
Aston Villa and Fulham.
That's Aston Villa's game, man. Unless like Fulham. Remember, Fulham ain't got Mitrovic no more. So the goals are not flying in like they used to. Even though Fulham are a decent side, but yeah, I think that's yeah.
Crystal Palace and Everton. Crystal Palace is at home.
Crystal Palace is a difficult team at home. Could be another draw. So, I mean, depends if Dominic Calvert-Lewin is playing as well. Should be a good game, man.
And Bournemouth's playing Newcastle.
That's Newcastle's game, man. Newcastle need a win as well after losing to Dortmund. Like, they're bottom of the table now, so
yeah, they should be able to do that. Bournemouth's like 18th though.
Yeah, but I don't see Bournemouth getting anything out of that game. Like, I don't even know. I can't even tell you the last time they won. Especially since they changed their manager as well. They're better off sticking with my man, the guy from Wolves. So they got rid of the guy from Wolves and brought in this new guy. And now this guy's just stinking out the place. Such is life. What can you do?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it, man, for the reaction.
Easy.
Yep.
That's that and that. Let's get into our outro. This has been a very fun show. Do you know how this is, yeah? Compliment to us. Like, I've never been bored on the show. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's never been, like, a boring episode.
Yep.
And we're nearly 2 years, by the grace of God.
Yep,
I love that for us.
Shouldn't be bored, though, really and truly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, whoever's in the room, but, like, you know, sometimes it's like, no matter who's in the room, it's still going to be a good show. Like, I never walk in and think, oh, this person's not in. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, here we are. Even if it's a thing where say there's only one cast member, like a better word, and then we've got our guest hosts. Like, I wouldn't walk in and be like, oh, it's Rich, or it's just Ramsey, it's just Christy, or it's just Maxie. It's still going to be a great show.
Yep.
Big up TDA, man, every damn time.
I think that's the people involved and all that, and what we just come together and try and make it work, right? And
yeah, we do, man.
Yeah, fun
Big
times,
up us.
man.
Love that for us.
Big up us, man.
And big up our community as well. We really, really appreciate you guys. We rate you guys. We appreciate you guys. Everyone that calls up, you know, with stories, and even if you're going to get in trouble with your wife afterwards.
Definitely getting in trouble with the
wife. 100%. 100%.
But I get it, though.
I kind of hope he hasn't even showed her TV yet.
But he tried to stick up. He tried to stick up for
Monday.
his wife. He tried to stick up for his wife.
As he should, man.
Yeah,
As he should, man.
You know, but that was dying on the hill there. That's
But yeah, man, big up our community every single time. We appreciate you guys who tune in, the guys who tune in live as well, and are giving all sorts of banter and facts and knowledge and interesting things in the chat. Big up you guys as well. Please like the video, subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 5K before the new year. Personally, I think it's possible because we have a great community. Also, big up our researchers every single time. Follow us on our social media platforms. The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok as well. Don't forget to leave a review on whatever app you're listening to. I know on Apple you can actually write stuff, so that will be cute. Also on Spotify, you can leave your thoughts on the episode and stuff like that. I know we said we'll read them, but keep doing it, innit?
No, I'll start next week. Because some messages are coming through.
Okay, lovely.
Nice.
And how was your birthday on Saturday? Man?
Yes, sir. How was your birthday?
It was good, man. What did I do again?
Forgot what you done. Jesus.
Oh, you went to that place, the vegan place Mark was talking about.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh,
for reminding me.
that looks so good.
Yeah, so big up Vital Foods.
Yeah.
They're going to come on the show, man.
Are they?
Yeah, they're going to come
But
on
they're
the
going to
show.
come with like food.
Out.
Because you know like when you have when they have that little round bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what you Max had, I want that.
Where is it?
Bethnal Green.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man, they're doing some really good things there, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah, you should, man. I think you'll be very impressed.
It looks very nice.
Very nice surroundings, nice vibe, nice music, nice welcoming people.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. 10 out of 10.
100%, man.
Love that.
Nice, man.
I'm saying, yeah, big up. I think it was Venus, right?
Oh yes.
That basically put it on the map.
Oh nice.
Basically, because apparently he must this what Warren was saying, the guy in there, right?
Okay.
He was basically saying that Venus came in there one time and someone recognized him for no behavior.
Okay.
And was like, oh yeah, chatting to the guy afterwards after Venus left, innit? So next time Venus came in, it was just like kind of just reasoning and whatnot.
Cool.
And then from then, he basically said that Venus just been bringing people.
Oh,
like literally
sick.
like 15 people, he said.
Oh,
comes.
look at Venus
just
being an
on
influencer.
Venus, like. And I guess that last time was Margaret's time.
Oh,
to
sick,
come in,
yeah.
So yeah, I thought, you know what, let me try it. Let me go there.
Yeah.
I was impressed, man.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, man.
I'll be honest, it
Sounds
looks
nice.
very yummy.
Yeah.
I could have some right now. It looks very yummy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm hungry anyway, to be fair.
That's the
I
thing.
highly recommend it, guys.
Yeah.
That's no good as
Vital
well.
Foods.
Yeah. We'll get them on the show. It'll be really cool to have a word, like speak to them and stuff. And
Also, one of our esteemed TDA. What do you call the people that are definitely being in?
That what?
Day ones, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shooting in the gym. Chin and Gist. She has left her previous job and she's starting a new journey.
Big up,
Big up.
Ginges.
100%.
Horn sleeves.
Congrats.
Love that. Oh, big up you, girl.
It's in a completely different
Field.
field.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's brave. That's sick.
Very.
And
Looking
I
forward
pray
to
it
it.
brings you all the blessings.
Yeah,
Really looking forward
100%.
to it.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
Obviously, as you can hear, that she does work with strangers, isn't it? So she.
So, yeah, girl, avoid, bridesmaids duties
Yeah.
at this new place,
Yeah.
please.
No more bridesmaids, random
You know.
ones anyway.
Oh, it was Chijika's birthday on Monday, man.
Big up, chick. I hope you want to celebrate this weekend. Big up Chijoke as well. What did you do for your birthday? What did you do for your birthday?
Yeah, I went there.
Okay,
And then what did I do? I went Enish as well, you know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Enish.
Which one?
Oaken Road on Sunday.
Oh, yes, yeah.
What's
Yeah,
that?
the buffet.
Enish,
What's
the Nigerian
Enish?
restaurant.
You're not.
I've
beating the
never been
charges,
there.
man.
I've never
You've
been
never
there.
been the
You're not
charges.
beating the
I've never
charges.
been there. I'm not
never.
in South London. I'm not a South London
There's
dude.
like 5 in South London.
I'm not a South London dude. There's
No,
no,
but there's
reason
Chippy.
for me to cross the pond. Do you know what I mean? Why am I in that part of the world? I'm from East. Do you know what I mean? With the beasts.
It's not just in South though.
Yeah,
they
it's
got
everywhere.
One, they got one. What,
Whatever,
Ilford.
man.
They got one in Ilford. They've got one in. They've got one everywhere,
I
man.
need to go to the one you lot was talking about. Covent Garden, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's the club one though. That's a Dirty December type vibe.
An open mic.
Say open mic. Say come.
I'll be real.
Give us some
I'm
verses.
never saying. I'm never gonna beat the charges. But yeah, I can't. When it comes to supporting your partner, yeah, I couldn't have a partner that is not good at what they're doing, and I have to show up at these things to support you. I'm not doing it.
Why not?
I'm not doing it. You're not good at it, and I feel silly here, and I'd rather be taking a nap because I'm actually a busy person. So, yeah, but they've got Oxford Street as well. No, Oxford Circus. Sorry, Oxford Circus. I think that was really good. I've been there. That was nice.
Okay, I ain't been there.
Yeah, I've been to that one. I feel like I'm probably gonna go back to that one. But I feel like if I want like a little girls' night, I will go to Covent Garden because they got to do live performance. I know they had Who were they going to have? They were going to have an actual artist there. I say actual artist. A known established artist there. I can't remember who he was now, but yeah. Well, big up Enish, man.
Where's what's the one that had everyone excited? The guy, the owner used to go to my church as well.
805.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Road.
Yeah, but are people still not really?
Do you know what it is? What's sad? 805 actually started, right? I remember eating 805, the Monica fish.
Yeah.
When I was young, like slapped differently.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it feels like the quality has gone down and the price has gone higher. And when last time I was there, it's just very uncle-y. It's like the uncle moved as like a Nigerian beer parlor.
Yeah.
And it's just not giving. It's just not giving, man. It's just a bit like, okay. And I've heard the service is not the greatest either. So everyone's just really on Enish. And it's a shame because Enish has got 2 in Dubai. Like, they've got everywhere.
Yeah.
And 805, not to compare people, but, you know.
805, they were trailblazers at
They
the time,
really
though,
were.
man.
They were, man.
Someone said, I don't know, I heard the jollof is £25 now.
What, 805?
I don't know.
No, the one at Covent Garden is definitely giving Covent Garden prices.
I can't do that.
100%.
I can't pay £25 for jollof fry.
100%.
That is wild.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? Because that's what you paid. Okay, it would have been 17, the one you went.
Yeah, no. I did the buffet though.
Oh, yeah, I did the buffet as well one
yeah.
time. But I feel like that's a scam because Nigerian food is so heavy. I only had one plate.
Yeah, this is it.
It's just, and so when you think about it, you might as well just not done it.
But it's the thing though. It's buffets, yeah. A buffet is about the amount of plates you can eat, or about the fact that you can choose different things.
It's about you can choose different things,
both,
but the
man.
greed, the greed makes me feel like if I don't eat enough,
Yeah, for real. innit?
yeah, but I can't. But Nigerian food is so starchy and so heavy
Yeah.
that you really can't. Like a buffet doesn't really make sense. I went there for my auntie's birthday, but it was nice to try it. I didn't. That's the thing though. The way I am, I didn't try anything that was different. I had what I usually have. But I guess usually with a menu, I would have to. No, because even when I go with somebody, like me, that's me and Georgette's spot, as in going to Enish. This is our thing. So, but we would get like things and if anything, share it.
Okay, yeah.
So it works out.
Yeah. That's true.
Splitting the bill crew.
They had curry goat there at the buffet.
Yes, that's
What?
why. That's why also they had jerk chicken as well, rice and
What?
peas.
Yeah, they had
Curry goat.
Yeah.
So I wasn't
Jerk
very
chicken.
trusting. Yeah, I say you're a Nigerian restaurant.
They had wache there as well.
No, actually, no, because it's Enish Africa.
Yes, that's it. That's
Yeah, so
it.
it's not Enish Nigerian.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Enish Africa.
Yeah.
Do you not want to try? I keep seeing though native rice. Have you ever had that?
What's that?
I don't know. It's like
Native
Brent, sorry, do you mind
rice.
putting it up, please? Nigerian native rice, just in case anyone has got some. But basically, it looks like jollof rice, but it's got like it looks like fried rice but in jollof version.
Okay.
Because I saw Tolly's in Nigeria and she posted it and I thought, oh. And I went down this circle of like looking at different people cooking it and whatever. Yeah, that's not it.
Native rice.
Okay, yeah, see the rice with the extra bits? It looks like it. Okay. But I'm sure it's an Igbo thing. Yeah. But I think Enish serve it. I might have to try it actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll see if they serve it. I'll see.
I might go get myself some jollof today, you know.
And all of this talk about jollof is
Yeah, I ain't really
doing a number on me. But yeah, man, it's all well, it's all great.
Yeah. Right, is it Tommy's Kitchen?
I've never been to Tommy's Kitchen.
Okay, I think they got one. Where's the main one? In like Catford or Deptford, one of them foods.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
One of them foods.
foods, you know. Yeah, there's a few foods.
No, I've never tried Tommy's Kitchen.
They got one in Mare Street, off Mare Street.
Oh, morning
Yeah,
main. Yeah. I've been to that
yeah,
one. Yeah. See?
I've tried Tasties. So I thought
Tasties,
Tasties
I
were
got
good for
Tasties.
snacks because that's where it puff puff. They're puff puff.
Yeah.
Love
Every time I go
puff,
there,
man.
I get puff.
You have to.
Yeah, 100%.
But I thought only the snacks slapped. I didn't know about their food slaps. But the food actually does slap.
Yeah.
There is somebody I told. Okay. Anyway, if you're watching this, kind sir, you can get food from Tasties now. So
Oh, what?
just
He
a
wasn't
message.
allowed to go there before?
No, it was not that I wasn't allowed. I just said I haven't tasted their food, so I can't recommend.
Okay.
But now that I have, it's like, yeah, but obviously I don't talk to you no more, so you find out.
Nah, it's good. It's good. I like
Yeah,
Tasties,
it's nice. The jollof rice is nice. The jollof rice gives party jollof. You know when it's got like that
a bit of a-
smoky
yeah,
element. Oh,
Yeah.
The party
it's making me so
jollof, you know.
hungry. It's making me so hungry.
Tasties is good, man, because obviously big up Enish. You know, they're there for, you know, what they're
What are
there
they
for.
for?
But if you want a reasonably priced
Yeah, man.
go Tasties.
There's another place in Homerton. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's literally on the high road. By the fire stations. Across the road from the fire station.
Mm. Oh, what's it called?
You know what I'm on about?
Yeah,
though?
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
It's literally around the corner from Tasties.
Okay.
Like 5 minutes. Another decent little spot.
Yeah, man.
I've not been to that one though.
You
I always
been?
see it. Yeah, I always see it.
Yeah, it's decent. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice in there, man.
Yeah, big up everybody.
Again, reasonable.
And the ventures. All right,
Yes.
well, this is enough of this sit. This has been a great week on TDA. We hope you guys have enjoyed your time with us. Please like the video, subscribe to our channel, put your friends onto TDA. Look out as well on our social media for some clips and all that great stuff. Please share them. And we will catch you guys on Monday. Have a nice and safe weekend, whatever you're doing.
Be safe, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.